Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're all having a good day so far. Today, I'm going to be finishing off the side quest in Colony Tau, because there's a couple of those left over from yesterday, and then I'll probably be heading over to Agnus Castle, because there's quite a few quests there, and now seems like a good time to get them done. But yeah, hey Sam, I'm not doing too badly, thank you. I hope you're having a good day. I've got to apologise. I'm ashamed of the way I acted. Relax, mate. I'm a give-and-take kind of guy. Well, I appreciate it. The console may be gone, but things are still tough in Colony Tau at the moment. But I'm going to do everything I can to bounce back and really start contributing again. That's alright, Sam. Lurking is always fine and appreciated. I still can't believe the console played us for such fools. How could I be so blind? But at least the threat is no more. You ought to look to the future now, not wallow in regret. You're right, of course. It's no time for gloom and bitterness. Looking to the future, yes, I'll do just that. He's a perky one, that's for sure. Probably for the best right now.
My stomach's growling.
That water down at the Spring of Ronar really does make you feel like a new person. You have got to try it.
Can't underestimate a bit of good intel.
Cardamine really appreciated the lengths you guys went to, you know. What did we do? You sent off our Offseer, for one. Cardamine blamed himself for the Offseer's death. He'd been beating himself up about it for so long, it was painful to see. He's found his way again now, though, thanks to all you've done. It's above and beyond, really it is.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Selin's back from a field trip to Colony Lambda. We're currently discussing how we can best make use of our combined talents. You better not get up to your usual tricks again. I won't if he behaves. But hey, we're both working in the interest of the colony, so I'm feeling pretty hopeful.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
That smell. I'm guessing Sirius an enemy? Ah yes, I have a personal stash of it. I like to keep some on hand to make herbal tea with. Oh wow, didn't take you for a tea guy. Well then, I've got a tip for you, so listen up. Try making tea from Mallow the Marsh. It's a fungus. Quite pungent, but great for your health. It builds strength, apparently. Understood, thank you. I'll be sure to make a note of it.
Sounds like a scoop.
Oh, you've still got some more dialogue. You have an elevator here, but you don't use it. As I understand it, it's been locked ever since the Tirkins invaded us a few decades ago. We just leave it as it is. Getting it back online would mean going down to the lower levels, you see. Well, yeah, about that. I knew all along, you know. Huh? Knew what? The reason why Tau's in the forest. It was all the console, wasn't it? You can't grow any decent crops in the forest. We should have been in a place with better soil. It's possible, I guess.
I've been craving some downtime.
Delicious.
Hey, so can we...
Hey, Tyon, I've heard you make herbal tea sometimes. Is that true? Ah, yes, it's something of a hobby. Would you like a cup as well? You put in the brew on, Tyon? Sweet, I'll have a cup of Sirius an enemy, thanks. I doubt you would be able to appreciate the subtle flavours. Why don't I make you a Mallow of the Marsh? You can drink that instead. Mallow of the... Wait, isn't that a mushroom? You drink it to get stronger. Appreciate it, will you? Oh, you should have said. Alright then, I'll have 10 cups of your finest fungus water. Cheers. Fungus water, please don't call it that.
Let's have a little huddle up.
So there's supposed to be this spring whose water makes you stronger. Yeah, I heard about that too. Just from drinking it? Wow, that's the dream. Man, yeah, I'd love a bit of that. Noppen have story that eating red pollen orb make you strong. Probably same kind of story. I'd love to find that spring. It's a load of bollocks. If something like that really exists, why haven't other colonies heard of it? I've got to say I have no knowledge of this either. Then why don't we investigate it? I mean, if we look into it and find that there really is water that makes you stronger, that's win-win, right? True, but this wouldn't be the first spurious legend to grace this colony. If this is a malicious custom that started in Colony Town, we should debunk it now. As you wish. The Spring of Ronar is the place. Well, I'm pretty sure I found that place yesterday, so
Right, let's get going.
should be pretty easy to get back there. Yeah, it's literally right there. Thought so. I'd hardly even call it a spring. It's a puddle in the corner of a ruined building. There's no way that's good for your health. Oh, there's no way it's even clean. What are you doing here? They're looking for the spring. What about you, Nutka? I was thinking of putting all that knowledge I got from Colony Iota about water and rocks to use. I think perhaps that drinking this water isn't suddenly going to turn you into a better soldier. Mate, this stuff is so good. So good. It's just water. How can it be? Oh, it does taste nice. You can make a sublime cup of tea with this. It is really top quality water, but I don't think there's anything particularly special in it. So it's just a normal spring. Seems that way. I don't think it will give you any powers. What? Tell that to these bulging biceps. Both of you are already plenty strong enough. It's all in your head. Should we try one more spring? If other fountains are as good as this, then it would spare us the trek. Is there a spring closer to Tau? There is. This area is a bit too monster-infested for comfort. At worst, we might be surrounded. The other spring is a lot more peaceful. It would be far preferable for us as a water source. I see your point. Okay, let's take a look. Follow me. Thanks. And it is an actual following quest. Okay.
Yes, Uni's the boss.
Hey, she said it.
Might as well, yeah?
Who do I feel like playing as today? Yeah, let's be Senna. Let's be the little small gal herself. Hold on. Camera's a bit too high. There we go. That's better. Whereabouts is this spring then, Nutka? You know, I'm not sure if I want these following quests back in the next game. I don't think they're as bad as they could be.
Distance. Maybe it's for the best that Tau don't have to go all that far.
That's true. If anyone gets hurt in the process, it'll be defeating the purpose.
Like, most of them run at a similar speed to the characters, so you don't have that usual issue of them walking too slowly, walking too fast but running too slowly. And they're not like full-on escort missions, but I don't know, they're just a little bit... just feel kind of un-Xenoblade-y. Wait here while I look around. I mean, I don't mind them, there's only a handful of them. Well, its composition is practically identical to the other spring. Interesting. It's definitely better to draw our water from here. We've had a lot of casualties getting our water from that spring. This is far and away the better choice. They're both pretty much the same. Then how come that other one's got a legend about beefing you up and this doesn't? No idea. It's just something that people have said. That's how customs work. It doesn't matter how ludicrous they are, people refuse to let go of them. Glory always had an awful time trekking up there to fetch water. If we can lighten her load, I count that as a win. She's already working hard enough trying to treat all our injured. Graziana too. She and Gloria are responsible for the water supplies. Graziana's very careful. Thankfully, she hasn't had any unpleasant monster encounters yet. The water's so good from this spring too. She should be pleased. Do you mind if we leave you to spread the good news? No problem. Let me just fill her up first. Thanks for coming out here. No bother at all. We're just happy if we can stop more people from getting hurt. Right, it's little things like these that make life easier for everyone. Hang in there. Okay, that was a fairly easy quest.
Interesting news.
Not really too much to that one.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Back over to the colony then. There's one more in Tau. And then it's time to head to Agnus Castle. Just got to find this info, and it's probably this one. I can't believe Rain's starting his 9th term. Time really does fly. He was the previous commander's right hand, and now he's supporting Juniper too. He's always been a big part of Tau. Okay, that's one half of it. I'm indebted to the Colony Iota survey branch, you know. They show me just how vital it is to do your research. In times of uncertainty, data is queen. I'd better get looking into more than just the water quality. Right, where's this second bit of info? Probably this one. I wonder if Rain's still set on doing the Hunt of Plenty. Now that the flame clock's been broken, I'd really rather he didn't take the risk.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Oh, you still have some dialogue? Rain's injuries finally healed. Yeah? Hope he doesn't take that to mean he can start doing whatever. We took down all the monsters that the console released, so as long as he sticks close to home, he should be safe. Then again, he is the kind of person who throws caution to the wind.
I should write this all down.
Right, let's have a little discussion about Rain then. Oh. Carson has some new dialogue. Wait, so the water from the Spring of Ronar wasn't even special? It seems not. You're joking. So what was the point of us lugging ourselves all the way over there time after time? Friends have been injured on that trip, all because we thought the water gave us strength. Well, now you won't have to, because you can get water that's just as good practically on your doorstep.
Could we get a bite to eat, please?
No, Juniper. The previous food has not expired yet.
Let's catch up on stuff.
Looks like the people who went from Tau to other colonies have come back. Those were colonies we'd liberated, and we did notify them they'd be coming, so it's not like I was overly worried. But still, it's no small feat to get there and back alone. I don't think I could have made it. Yeah, me neither. Not on my own, anyways. And yet, as a learning experience, I'm sure it was invaluable. I agree with you. It's bound to spur on Colony Tau in all sorts of ways, expected and not. Before this, the place was slowly headed for the scrap heap, and no one would have been any the wiser. They grabbed this opportunity and ran with it. Good on them. Certainly, we could stand to emulate their example.
We should talk about this.
Does Tau have any special traditions for reaching a new term? We do. In our 9th term specifically, we have to set out alone for the lower levels. But that's so dangerous. Why there? Once you get there, a multitude of supplies are airdropped to you. You pick them up, bring them home, and everyone recognizes your skills as a soldier. Another custom, huh? I don't think many people have actually managed to do it, though. In fact, in all the time I've been here, I don't think a single person came back. Probably the console's way of thinning Tau's numbers. A very convenient setup to have people wander off on their own and get themselves killed by monsters. Hang on, wasn't Rain shooting his mouth off about doing this? He was indeed. He takes Colony Tau's traditions very seriously. He can't just abandon the legacy of our predecessors and their predecessors before them. We have to stop him. If he'd even listen to us. We have to try anyway. We can't let him do anything stupid. You're right. Let's find Rain. Whereabouts has this moron gotten himself off to then?
Are we all ready to fight?
I hope everyone's getting along.
Not that far apparently.
I really hope he'll see some sense and realize how pointless the tradition is.
We'll never know unless we ask, yeah?
Hey, looking for me? Are you going on this Hunt of Plenty thing? Oh, did someone spill the beans? Aha, you were with Juniper. But yeah, I am. It's a rite of passage. You know how snuffing dangerous the lower levels are, and yet you're still going down there? Oh, come on. Now you're giving me an earful too? Glory was up here yapping on about the same thing. Thing is, it's a ritual. We don't get to pick and choose. This tradition was passed down to us, and I'm going to carry it out. For all our dead friends. But Rain, I know the console's out of the picture, but we're not exactly in the lap of luxury here. We could do with the supplies. Then just let us. Sorry, no can do. Besides, I'll be fine. Right, I'm off hunting. Got to do a favor for Nuka. She'll give me a real dressing down if I don't. And I don't know about you, but she scares me when she's angry. So, we're just going to let him do this thing? I don't think so. We'd have to persuade him to drop the ritual. Firstly, where did he go? He didn't say. Let's ask Nuka. We have to stop him from doing anything dangerous.
Rain's hard-headed, so he might not be able to accept the change so easily.
Once a certain notion takes root, excising it is no mean feat.
Nuka, do you know where Rain's gone off to? He'll be out hunting for the Ageshu meat I asked for, presumably. Where are Ageshus found? That's pretty close to the lower levels. That's not good. He went with a group though, right? He's the one who's always banging on about how no one should go there alone. I'm afraid he went on his own. Oh, Rain. We'd better find him, quick. How far did he get then? Over there? Okay. Right, while I'm in the lower levels, I have noticed there's a few tunnels in this cave that I haven't explored. And I know it's a level 90 cave, but I did one of those yesterday and I was fine, so I think I want to do that again. Just to mark it all off on my map and satiate my OCD. There's a container up there that I don't have.
Strong enemies heading this way.
And I've definitely been up there because I went and got Ricky's biter. Ah! Didn't quite make it to the vines. If I... Oh, God. Just gotta leg it. Okay, maybe if I play as one of the tanks, they'll be able to slightly survive a hit and make it.
Uh-oh. I think they just gave
Or if I do that, swap. Yeah, there we go. That's how you do it. Sorry, Mio. You were the sacrifice.
Okay, buddy.
This
Surprise
is
me.
valuable. I'll hang on to it.
Funny finding one here, huh?
Okay, Nopon coins. Totally oh my god. Ugh.
This looks climbable.
Okay, best way out of this room is probably just to fast travel to the entrance.
Totally fine.
Okay, and I can actually properly explore this place now that I've got Sagiri. Don't have to worry about the poison at all. Oh, hello. Come to daddy.
Isn't this valuable?
Funny finding one here, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to avoid you if I can. Just got to slip through here. Because I know there's a landmark or a location down in Pentalis somewhere that I'm missing. And this seems to be the only part of the map that I haven't explored, at least somewhat fully.
This one's gonna be
Oh, hello. No. I very nearly blundered into that guy then. Right, just wait for him to pop up, see where he's going to go. And then slip behind. Lovely.
Okay, buddy. Surprise me.
Something so valuable here.
Oh my god.
Serious?
I am very lucky that they're facing the wall.
Totally fine.
Okay, what about down this path over here?
Tough snuffer on our case. Here comes trouble.
A container that's going to be very difficult to get.
Unstoppable.
That's what's over there. Is there at least a landmark at the entrance? No, there's not. Okay. Yeah, this could be a little bit tricky. I'll give it one more go. And if I die this time, I'll just abandon it and focus on getting out of the cave.
You picked some vicious
I think
prey.
they just gave me the side eye.
Alright, let's go the long way around here. Okay, don't want these guys to see me.
Totally fine.
Okay, I can make it. I can make it. Just don't turn around. Fuck! God damn it. I would have made it. I would have made it, but he just turned around at the last minute. That's frustrating. Okay. Well, I said I'd abandon it, so I'll abandon it.
You picked some
Enemy
vicious prey.
incoming. Brace your
You were not there before. Right, just leave the cave. Leave the cave. You don't need the container. It's already killed you a few times. Just leave it alone.
It might be dicey trying to run through as we are now.
I vote we push on for now. We can always turn back if the going gets tough, right? You want to tussle? Oh, we can tussle!
Right, so range should be around here somewhere.
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
You know what? I could probably use some ether. I'm not quite maxed out yet. Speaking of ether, once I'm done with Colony Tau, I should probably pull Eno up and give her some.
totally fine.
Because I've got a fair bit of her ether now. Not that I can see it on the menu. I'm so sorry for the interruption, but we're searching for a friend. Friend? You look for Flockmate Kra? Well, do you know where he is? I hear you looking for friend, yes? Right, yeah, so can you tell us? Can tell, yes. He on last leg, so I thought maybe good to eat him. No, he's very dear to us. You too quick to assume. Tirkin Highness arranged to treat Flockmate's wounds. He currently resting. He very lucky. We almost forget you are contract partners. Even had marinade ready to go. You can pack that in. Only little joke. Your Flockmate is with Tirkin Highness. Show beaks there.
I hope everyone's getting
Okay,
along.
before I leave, though, I did see another area that I hadn't quite fully explored down here, so
Totally fine.
while I'm here, might as well go do that. What's the matter, Sam? You don't want to imagine him getting eaten by the Tirkin. I mean, it's only fair. I'm pretty sure Blunter was talking about eating a Tirkin yesterday. Yeah, hold on. It looks like there's a path up here. But I'm not sure how I get up there. Maybe this is how? Yep, this looks pretty good. Okay. Oh no, it's a dead end. Never mind. Nothing up there. But there is a big patch of unexplored area down in the Poison Lake south of here. Just got to get there without dying. That's a pretty tree. Oh, I think I know what that's for. Okay. I guess that's about it down here, then. I was hoping to find a location or a landmark, but I guess not. Oh, there is round there, actually. You know what? Sorry, Rain. I'm sure you're probably fine with the Tirkin.
Totally fine.
Okay, yeah, there must be a landmark or something up here. And then I think that'll be the Pentalis map fully filled out. I hope so, anyway. Or maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Alright, that's enough time wasted. Let's get on with it. Do I really not have a landmark closer to the Tirkin? I could have sworn there was one there. Come on, game. Don't freeze on me. Game. Game. There we go.
Good thing we found this.
No, I've got that one. Okay. Right, up this way then, and then round to the left, I think.
I don't like this fog one bit.
Tirkin seasoning. Right, okay. Is that seasoning that the Tirkins use, that they've made themselves? Or is that the recommended seasoning for eating a Tirkin? Right, I'll leave them to it.
This looks climbable.
And look at all these friendly Tirkin. You're not friendly, though. You're the dim-witted Tirkin. You're a unique monster. And I do need shards, so might as well take you down while I'm here. I like how they specify that he's dim-witted, as if that's any different to any other Tirkin. Come on, Senna, up you get. That didn't quite go to plan. Come on, Senna. Probably don't need to chain attack. I feel like that'd be overkill. I am 22 levels higher than him. Okay, nice. If we can get a smash, we might be able to finish him. Right, nice one.
Judy, I'm asking you. Please work with me a little.
You what? You're supposed to be following me. Let's try and find out what Rain's been up to.
Rain? Oh, visit from friends. Hello, friends. I'm protecting your flock, mate. Thank you. I can't express how grateful I am. Is not need. Sit down. Have rest. Krah! Juniper, I've embarrassed myself a bit here, haven't I? Yes, you have a bit. I wish you wouldn't be so reckless. I was never like this in the past. I'm losing my edge. I'm weak. That makes two of us, then. All these old traditions and customs. Honestly, we need to let them go. Now, Juniper, you... Of course, there are still precious things. The memories of those who've lost our culture. But we have to stop placing our ideals so high above us that we'll waste our lives for them. The colony's changing. We have resources, water, food, new allies. Exactly. And we, other colonies, can help you out too. Progress doesn't mean forgetting our history. I think everyone who came before us and everyone who ever lived in Colony Tower would agree. Huh, you've changed. Is that such a bad thing? Not at all. Your predecessor talked about that kind of stuff a lot, strength and kindness. He'd talk about how much he trusted you to lead the colony right. Looks like all that went in one ear and out the other. Juniper's always working hard to help the colony. You're right. Okay, I give up. I'll help you help me change. Who knows, it might even work. So, you'll be more sensible in future? Yeah, I don't want to rouse the commander's wrath, do I? Thank you, Noah. We didn't do anything. You did. You came here with me. I think Colony Tao's going to start changing for the better. And that's because you've all done so much to help us. You're the one who's done the work. I hope you come back to Colony Tao in future. You've saved us, and I hope that we'll always keep this bond. That was a nice little quest. And a nice little conclusion to the Colony Tao storyline.
I hope everyone's getting along.
When a flockmate fall from nest, it's only natural to lend wing. Take good care of flockmate. Preen feathers well. Wise words from the Tirkin.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Papa sit on marriage and finally start to warm to beloved. He still have feathers in ruffle, but sure this hatch into good news.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Day of mateship comes so soon. Humans come too, to pay proper respects. Not sure. We have a few things to take care of still. Oh, so sorry to hear this. Cruel world. Guest in Tirkin wedding must bring fancy giftings. No come, no gift. Hey, you just wanted to scrounge a gift off us, didn't you? I'd like to go to a Tirkin wedding. That should be a side quest in the next game. Okay then, right, so, Eno, if you could kindly join the party for a moment.
Eno will be alongside till very end.
I have some ether for you. Let's just stuff as much into you as I can. Okay, that's all I can do for now. Was that one done? Yeah, that one's done. Then, well, that's all the time you get in today, Eno. It's Ghondor's time to shine.
It's my job to blaze a trail for you, Dad.
Because I'm heading over to Agnus Castle.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Right, okay. Quite a few people to talk to here, then. Oh, I can't talk to them. They're just chilling in their cells. Right, let's have a look around then. Agnians are being untrustworthy as usual. I haven't got a clue what's going on inside their heads. Shh, do you really think it's wise to be speaking like that in their territory? Have you heard about those crazy strong guys? The ones that were locked up in prison for yonks? Yeah, I did. The guys over in internal security will be run ragged if they ever manage to get out. Poor Eno. She'll get her time. Well, she's already had her Ascension quest. She's had her time to shine. Anton was a good guy. I hoped we'd be going back to the city together. Aggie, Oggy, Anton. We were going to be the 3 loyal supporters of Milady. That was the big plan. Hey, I'm sorry. I just don't know what to say to that. No, really, it's fine. What happened wasn't your fault. Just understanding how he felt, it would have made Anton happy.
I hope everyone's getting along.
How are you doing? Doing okay? Oh, it's you. Yes, not too bad at all. There are some hotheads among the Agnians and some that are giving us a hard time, though. It's all a bit daunting. We'll have our work cut out for us. Anyway, I needn't worry too much. I'm sure my lady will fix everything in no time. Ghondor almost had a 3rd simp and he died. Rip. Hey, did you hear? An Agni arranged us a boat to the city. I heard. Some guy called Seeker, right? Why did he go and do something for us that wouldn't benefit him in any way? Okay, should be one more bit of info somewhere. Oh, hey, Ulrich, you're still here. What a marvellous place this is. The magnificent sweeping vistas aside, it's a joy to see the people of the city and Agnus working in arm in arm, sorry. Glad to see you're getting on. I admit the Agnians have been rather wary of my presence, but I can hardly blame them for that. The city folk can be a boorish bunch, but they've been far more accommodating on the whole. I was pleasantly surprised. Right, don't want to start that quest over there. I think that's Gondor's Ascension quest. I want to do some of the... Never mind, I'm starting it.
Ah, Ghondor. Just who I wanted to see.
Something wrong?
Sorta. But just the other day, one of our squads got chased by a ginormous monster.
Yeah? How big are we talking here?
Big. Really big. It got them good, too.
Par for the course with monsters, really. Of course, some of them are going to grow ginormous.
Sure. We've seen some stonking big ones too.
So, what's the story then? They got attacked by monsters and ran home, tails between legs? Dag, it's a lot of them.
No, you're not getting it. It was just one monster, and it chased off the whole team. There was a scavenger team from engineering on a mission in the Fornis region.
You don't say. I'm starting to respect this monster more than I respect you lot.
If they got wrecked by a single enemy, they must have got careless, even if it is a big one.
I wouldn't be too harsh. If a monster senses weakness, it can strike without warning.
No, it's more like... Well, they say it let them go.
Sorry, do my ears need rinsing? Because I could have sworn you just said a monster let them go.
Yes, that's what I heard. They say it didn't keep up the attack, that it just wandered off at some point.
Well, it's a fun story and all, but it sounds like a massive crock to me.
Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced either, but knowing these guys, they wouldn't just make it up for a lark.
I don't think we should doubt that they really did come under attack.
The part about being allowed to escape, however, is mystifying. I wasn't aware of any monsters with that behavior pattern.
Yeah, but anyway, I thought you might want to know about it, boss. Stroke of luck that I managed to catch you.
You did good, soldier. I'll take a look. After all, where would we all be if I didn't step in to clean up all your messes, eh?
Right, I guess I'm doing this quest now. It's a fun one though, so I don't mind.
Rusty.
We can go a few rounds if you want.
Just grab this info while I'm here though. Is it Aggie that's correct or Oggy? If I were you, I'd go and ask Ghondor to be sure. Okay, right, over to Fornis then. Let's go check out this monster. Any bets on what kind of monster it's going to be?
It should be somewhere around here, right?
But rumors have a tendency to become overblown. A similar principle may be at work here.
Well, duh. Nobody'd want to admit they got their asses handed to them by one monster. I don't really have time for this. Why don't you, shitheels, get to the bottom of this, huh?
You seemed interested enough earlier.
Don't get me wrong. I am a mite curious. I want to know about the thing that beat my men black and blue.
If it turns out to be a tall tale, then that'll be the end of it. But either way, I guess we can just beat it up. That way, no more threat. Job's a good one.
I like the cut of your jib, guy. That's right. No need to overthink it. We see something ginormous, we beat it up. We see anything else, we still beat it up. Easy peasy.
That's one way to look at things.
Anyway, we've already come out here. We can sweat the details or we can do things the easy way, right?
Ghondor does have a point. It might be better for us to shelve the speculation and just start looking.
Hey, over there.
Those guys sure don't look okay.
you there? You still alive?
What? Who are you lot?
What happened to you?
We were attacked by a fiend.
Huh? A fiend?
We were in combat with an Agnian colony when it blindsided all of us. We did our best to escape, but it was pretty catastrophic for both sides.
Where was it you were fighting? We've been looking for that mudder.
It was Singbri's tunnel. You should take care, though. That thing wasn't an everyday kind of monster.
Let's take a look. Could be we've hit pay dirt.
Right, well that sounds like our guy. Do I have a landmark closer to him? No, I don't. Okay. Just gotta walk there the old-fashioned way then. Well, it weren't those two. I wonder if it's them.
There they are! Is that who we've been looking for?
They look to be surrounded.
And are those the infamous...
We can talk about it later. Those people need our help.
Yeah.
Right, let's take him down. The GG Bros. That is a great name for these enemies. I do like the enemy group names that they get in this game. It's a nice little touch that they added. Right, that's one of them down. They don't seem to have much health or defense, but they hit really hard. GG. Okay, just one of them left. Okay, nice. Got the launch. And the smash.
Phew. We owe you. Wait. Who are you?
Just passing by. Ah, but we met some of your mates earlier, I think.
I see. So they made it out alive?
You lot are pathetic. Getting done in by this small fry?
No. You got it wrong. Before we got ambushed by those things you just took down, we were fighting a ginormous Tirkin.
Oh, wow. I'll take it all back then. Clearly, you're all valiant soldiers who got messed up by a Tirkin.
Admittedly, these monsters were pretty large.
They were pretty strong, but was it really such a big deal?
Spark it all! It was a huge one that did us in. Anyway, we'll go rendezvous with our friends. Sorry for dragging you out here.
Well, that was a bloody waste of my time and talents. Ginormous Tirkin, my shapely arse.
It's difficult to believe that Turkins would even nest in this area.
And it's not like we could just go and rustle them up if they did.
Okay, so what's the plan? Do we go back?
I just can't get over how we came all the way out here and we didn't even get into a decent scrap. It's exactly this kind of shit that really roils my guts. Whoa! Wow. Now we're talking. That's what I want to sink my teeth into.
What?
Get after him, you lily-livered dags!
Well, now that certainly was a big Tirkin.
Ghondor, no running off.
Shapely arse. I mean... it's alright, I suppose. It's not the most amazing arse in the party. I think we all know who that belongs to. Yo, this guy must be a fast runner if he's got this far already. What's going on over here? Nah. Not my problem. I get nothing for it. They can kill each other without my interference.
We don't know what lurks in here. Be careful.
Okay, he's heading into uncharted territory. Is there anything over here? No. Just a little alcove. There he is. And looks like he's got little friends.
Why were you running?
Because you were chasing. Ha! Anybody run away when scary?
But you're a ginormous Tirkin.
When she puts it like that.
It's definitely more ginormous than a normal Tirkin.
What is big idea, huh? Barging into roost with muddy foots, it shows full breeding.
Don't act innocent, beak freak. You're the one who messed up my guys.
Huh? And what's the problem with that?
You want to know the problem? How about I explain it to you with my fists, you shit-crusted featherbrain?
I not know where humans came from, but they attacked me, so I chased them away. That is the end of story. A lot of ruckus in neighbour brood recent. Tirkin just want peace and quiet. Quiet! That too much to ask?
We did hear it let the soldiers get away.
You humans think we special. Keep coming to capture and attack us. When Tirkins get attacked, we return claw for claw. But we never attack humans if humans not attack us.
What? So you weigh up whether or not you want to pick a fight?
Humans not any different. Ah. Violence only breed more violence. Therefore, when hit Tirkins, expect it back.
Did you just threaten me? Wow, you got guts, blockhead. I think I'll grill him for supper.
Hold on, let's not get heated, Ghondor. It does make a lot of sense what he's saying.
So, tell us, why are you here?
They're no big mystery. Had Argu over territory, so now Tirkins just look for easy living place.
Somewhere comfy?
Comfy, yes. Tirkins is not island, just like humans.
Not an island? What, you gonna build some kind of bird confederacy and then attack us?
No confederates. I'm not attacking flock like you. When fighting, I alone.
So, what do you mean, you're not an island?
It has kids.
These are my Turklets. I search for easy living place for them. Huh?
Oh.
That why, when strangers attack, I has to fight back. Humans only flock with birds of same feather. I try talk sometime, but they only run away.
Can't really speak for you personally, Bud, but it sounds like you've had it rough.
Very rough. Like trouble with neighbours wasn't bad enough. There also little food to eat. Me think soon time for move again. New place with no humans. Better grazing.
What? You don't get enough grub here?
That right. I Tirkin gourmet.
I don't think you get to be picky in your case, mate.
Was little Tirkin joke. Plan to move, it for provide better food opportunity for Turklets. Just before, I go out to forage for Turklet dinner.
Oh no. So when you bumped into us earlier...
That right. Then I chased again. Is some kind of instinct for humans chasing Turkins. They complete ruined.
So, if you had that food, you could move.
If we had enough food for migrate, we could leave within an hour. But this neighbour brood, so many humans and monsters. Migration have to wait a long time.
Oh, all right. We'll do your shopping. Let's see now. This neck of the woods, juicy broccoli and zapcap should do it.
Ghondor, are you sure?
We'll be back with the food. So you and your brats get ready to leave, all right?
Huh? Kind human really exist. Have to adjust expectations for future. Human can also bring 10 spring roots.
Hey, don't push your luck. It still ain't too late for me to barbecue you. And anyway, you brought this on yourself.
So we're really doing this?
I'm guessing Gondor's got some kind of a thought here. Might as well tag along.
Showing good judgment there, meathead. Maybe you're not hopeless after all.
What's that? You hungry for a knuckle sandwich?
Sorry for bother, humans. This very big help.
Always nice to have more...
I love this quest. Turkins aren't just monsters, they're intelligent beings. They can speak, they have a culture. And in Xenoblade 1, they were just treated as enemies. In Xenoblade 2, they start to appear in quests and get more fleshed out. But Xenoblade 3 really puts a lot of effort into making you feel for the Turkins. And this quest is the real heavy lifter when it comes to that. And I really, really hope they continue to build on that in the next game. I'd love a Tirkin party member. And I'm not just memeing when I say that. I genuinely want to see a Tirkin party member. I think it could be really interesting.
All the numbers, eh? Turkins ain't good enough at maths to tell the difference.
I don't know about that.
Right, let's do a bit of exploring to find this stuff the Tirkin wants, though. There are obviously other intelligent enemy species, like the Agnus and the Chromar and stuff like that. But they're obviously a bit more violent, a bit more like classic evil tribal monster things. The Tirkins, though, no, the Tirkins are sweet. And they absolutely deserve justice. Especially with how they were treated in Xenoblade 2. Like those ones in the story, they were just chefs, they were minding their own business. Rex comes in, beats the crap out of them. They're constantly getting bullied in Blade quests. Poor Tirkins.
This looks climbable. Huh? This is new.
Yeah, let's get some more ether. Hashtag justice for Tirkin. Exactly. Exactly. Let's get that hashtag started. They deserve so much better. Now, obviously, if the next game is some kind of X game, there's unlikely to be Tirkin in it. But they can find a way. They can find a way. It already has Nop-On. It can have Tirkin too. Let's help the Gogol get some Nop-On coins.
I don't do recycling. You can be sure I'll do my part.
Make this quick!
Can't let you show me up, Noah. How about we start?
Impact!
Eyes over here. Whoa, not bad. Double.
Keep it up!
Couldn't keep them in check.
Falcon! Twin move!
Eat it. Sorry.
I think just in general, I want the next Xenoblade game to have more diverse races when it comes to the party members.
Moving in sync.
Because they're usually just humans. Obviously, Xenoblade 1, you have a high end tier. You've got the Blades in Xenoblade 2. But even in Xenoblade X,
Here we are.
where there are tons of alien species, there are only a couple of alien party members, and they are the more humanoid-looking ones. Like, I was absolutely bummed out that we didn't get a Rothian party member in Xenoblade X. Gajarg was right there, and he even has one of the weapons that the player can use. So why was he not a party member?
Make this quick!
Can't let you show me up, Noah. Eyes over here. You think there's a fight? In front.
You've got humans with cat ears and humans with wings on head. Oh yeah, completely different.
Hang in there, I'll heal you. Got you.
So I think consistently the only non-human party members we really get are the Nop-On.
No, you can't. It's not contest.
This is what we're meant.
And if we ever get an X2, I'd love a Rothian party member, have a proper cat person, not just a human with cat ears. I'd love an Orphean. Because having an insectoid party member would be really cool. I think you could do a really interesting moveset for them. A Manon would be pretty cool as well. Have him be like a tech genius. He doesn't really fight himself, but he fights with drones and stuff. Don't forget human with hair on fire for some reason that's never addressed. That's just Blades being Blades.
I guess
They're all elemental in some way. Oh, there is L, I suppose. But even then, even though he's green and has horns, he's still very humanoid. Like, he's not as alien as, say, like a Prone or a Rothian or an Orphean. Or even like a Tirkin, like I said. I do hope one day they expand on L. Because we know nothing about him.
Can't just leave this be.
His name is an anagram of the devil. There's concept art of him looking really demonic. And then he's just a comedic character in the game. It's very odd. One day I would like to see the cut elements of X's story come back. I do think some of it was repurposed for 2 and 3. Especially for 3. There are certain elements of 3 story that really line up with those, like, unused plans. I just want to see that story finished. Like, it might not be the best story in the trilogy, but the world they created there was amazing. And I really want to see it done justice and just get its full story told. Okay, this unique monster is a real pushover. And then it killed me. Lovely. Just so I was about to do a high power talent art with power charge on it. Okay, nearly taking it down.
Yes, sir.
Right. Is there actually any of what I need up here? Or is it all down at the bottom of the cliff? I think it's all down at the bottom. I don't think there was really much reason to come up here. I mean, I killed a unique monster. I got some ether. It's not a complete waste of time. Just not useful for the quest.
Are we gonna be all right?
Alright, so there should be some stuff for the Tirkin over here then. It's quite a big search radius. Ooh, there's some stuff over there. That's probably what I want. There's also a level 74 unique monster. I do not want that. That can stay over there and mind its own business.
Hey, that's the thing for the stuff.
Glad we found it.
That's a great line. Okay, this search radius hasn't gone away, so I assume there must be more around here. Maybe not, though. Ah, there's some.
Hey, that's the thing for the stuff.
Okay. Oh, there's a container there. I didn't see that. They hid that one away.
Okay, buddy, surprise me.
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
Okay, right. So it's still pointing me over here. So I assume there must be zap caps over there then. For once, they're putting the normal collectibles on the map. Hold on, where is that actually taking me? In there. Right. Might as well just fast travel then. Yeah, there's a few of them.
This is something decent, right?
You know, game, I like it when you mark collectibles on the map like that. Can you do it more often, please? Right, let's go take these to the Jumbo Tirkin then.
Careful! Bloody mist!
Should be a nice dinner for his little Turklets.
So, juicy broccoli and zap caps, was it? We managed to find a good number. Do you think this will be enough?
I wouldn't worry about it. It's not like they'll be able to tell the difference. Should be enough for the kids anyhow. The lurching monstrosity will make do.
Wait, Ghondor, you're actually worried about the little ones?
Hardly.
You do realize there's a chance that the larger one has been lying to us, right?
If it turns out he has, we just punch his lights out. Simple.
Well, be that as it may.
If we get them to move away ASAP, it saves us a world of trouble.
It's true. If they relocate somewhere further away from us, everyone's lives will be more peaceful.
All right, let's get this back to them then. And we can wrap this...
What was that?
stupid twits. What now?
Let's check it out.
That didn't sound good.
I'll leave him alone for a second, and now this, damn it!
If these arseholes have hurt my precious Jumbo Tirkin, I'm gonna kill them.
What's wrong with you humans? This my nest.
Shut up! If we don't take you out, we'll never be able to look our commander in the face.
You the ones that attack us.
Don't let the monster confuse you.
You dipshits! What are you playing at?
Hey, you're the...
Oh, you come back!
Are you all right? What's going on? He's protecting his kids.
Wait, chill out, you guys. This isn't what you think.
That thing's a monster!
Just leave it alone if you know what's good for you.
You think we could show our faces back home if we got done in by an overgrown Tirkin? Give me a break. If you're itching to get in our way, we'll just have to give you a beating!
Ha! Seems like we're out of options.
Right, let's take him down. The Tirkin's depending on me. Okay, the blocker's nearly down. Gotta protect the Tirkids, exactly. Exactly. Oh god, my healers have died. Let's try that again. No, Sam, the children can't be dead. I rewound time, it's okay. Right, that's the blocker done. But look, the Jumbo Tirkin even fights with you. How awesome is that? That is one thing I'll give Xenoblade 3 a lot of praise for. Things that happen in the Sidequesting story actually affect the battles in the field. You can see stuff going on. And that didn't really happen as much in the old games. Because like they'd be like, oh, so-and-so's fighting with you, but you wouldn't see them. Whereas here, there he is.
Hey, you still with us?
Thank much for help.
What the hell? You could have taken them all out easy.
Things was tricky. Tirkin truth, no parent can bear to put own Turklets in danger.
Yeah, I get it.
Are all the Tirkins all right?
Turklets are safe, but I not so.
Please, no. Don't tell me.
My gizzard, it leaking out.
Pull yourself together. I'm not letting you leave your bloody kids alone.
Ghondor.
That is correct. I also not think it come to this. Tragic day indeed. Raising little Turklets can be such really hard work. But this, what happened here, this is own fault. Exactly like you say. Brought this all on top of self. Every time get attacked, I was such big flock fool to keep fight back. Never should fight human in first place. Quiet better. Should have run away to safer roost.
Think about your children, damn you! If you die now,
Maybe they can survive on own, my Turklets. It no like they're feather brains. So you there, smallest human, please hear my lastest request.
what is it? Let's hear it.
If there is place that's safe and have no fighting, I want you take my Turklets there so safe and tight. If they just need live, then Turklets can handle by self. But they not do good for fighting. They not strong. Like I was when in primes of use. If Tirkin can ask you.
He's gone.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a Tirkin. Seeing someone die before your eyes and not being able to do anything about it, it's shit.
But I think we did all we could.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, you lot. Got a job for ya.
A job?
You heard the bird. We gotta take him with. I, did kinda bring this on us all.
I don't really think it's your responsibility.
Did I ask you? What's it gonna be? Your kids coming? Or would you rather stay here with Daddy? All right, go say your farewells. But it's not safe here anymore. So don't take any longer than you have to.
Ghondor, are you sure about this?
Life put them in front of me. So I wanted to do what I could to make their lot bearable. And there's just the little ones left. If they say they want to live, I can at least give them that much.
You're right. I think that's the best way.
Yeah, life can be a bitch sometimes. But what's the alternative? None of us planned it. But we're family now. And family has to stick together, right?
Makes sense.
I'll tell you right now, the work will be hard. You'll have to scratch for your own grain. You sure you still want it? Your dad was a tough customer. Don't you ever forget that. Shit always comes at you sideways.
Are you okay, Ghondor?
Mind your damn business. You're not the ones who's gonna have to teach stuff to non-verbal bird things.
True.
Let's get going. There's plenty to do and daylight's wasting.
Oh my god, I'm actually tearing up a little bit. So, in my first playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, there were 4 moments that got me emotional. One of them's the ending, but I won't talk about that right now because spoilers. The first was Ethel's death. The second was Mio's homecoming. And the third, it was this quest. I don't know how they did it, but Monolith Soft made me cry over a bloody Tirkin. It's not fair what happened to him. Jumbo Tirkin deserved better.
Yeah.
Right, back to Agnus Castle then. And I do believe might need Ghondor out of the party for this. But the little Turklet should be in Agnus Castle now.
Hello there.
Hey, Blunter, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, there they are. You got a bit teary too. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Hey, Mini Tirkin. So, have you gotten used to your new home yet? Krah! Tirkin helps Small grow and Ghondor human. Oh yeah? I'm sure that's a really big help.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Krah! Luck. Good luck. Yeah, cheers. We hear you, buddy. Oh, they're just so cute. Poor Tirkin. Justice for Tirkin. I don't think it's my absolute favourite Ascension quest, because there are some really, really good ones. But it's a damn good quest. Ghondor, why did you get the 2 best Ascension quests in the game? You already had a great one. Why did you need to take Senna's 2? This is just the kind of time I'd like those guys to be here, but alas. Toma, Zero, and Jodor are locked up deep inside the prison after all. They won't be seeing daylight anytime soon. Right, well, I need the loot, and I also need to go emotionally pull myself back together. So, sorry, Blunter, I know you just got here, but I will be back in just a moment, and then I'll be carrying on with the side quests here in Agnus Castle. See you in a bit. Right, okay, let's get back on with these side quests then. Which one do I want to take care of first? Okay, yeah, I'll do that one. Should have the info for that already. Thank you, Blunter. But yeah, how are you doing today, Blunter? I kind of dipped as soon as you arrived.
Ah, there we go.
Can't forget our progress update.
Where to?
I did not read the info. God damn it, I pressed B one too many times.
Can we maybe train?
Just woke up 6:30. Ooh, that is way too early.
And today's story is...
Aggie and Oggy are like always right behind you, huh? Not literally always. Like right now, they're off doing their own separate thing. How long have they been with you? I forget. They've worked for House Vandam as long as I can remember, though. So it was actually those two who've looked after me most since I was a tyke. You know, it makes sense. Vandam family's got a lot going on, so raising kids is like way down the to-do list. Huh. I'm not trying to make it sound like some kind of sob-story, mind. They've gotten me out of a tight spot more than once. And anyway, guarding me was the only reason they followed me into that prison. Could have been their heads on the chopping block at any point, right? Not just anyone would risk that for you. I know I can trust them. I bet if they heard you saying that, they'd weep themselves hoarse with joy. Yeah. Milady, you're too kind. Ha, too true. Which is exactly why you dads can never tell, hear me? Or else.
We should talk about this.
That rumor we heard about Seeker, the guy who spoke to Ghondor. Yes, it seems the people of the city don't trust him. They don't understand his motives. In a way, it's understandable. The situation is what it is, and there's no easy fix for it. Think back on what those bastards did to us, alright? Never mind an easy fix. I don't think there's any fixing it at all. Well, whichever way he was, or seemed, if he's got a bone to pick with the city, we gotta nip that in the bud. A fair point. How about we make some inquiries into Seeker, then? If we ask around with the Agnians, we're bound to learn something. Aye, sorted. Let's do it, then. No, Roberto bunch of numbers. I do not want to pay for cheap viewers. You can kindly get banned. Bloody bots. Ugh. But, speaking about Gondor's childhood, though,
Let's move out.
if I quickly pull up the affinity chart, there's something a little bit interesting about Ghondor and Monica. If I can just find them. Need to find the city people. Where are the city people? These are the colonies. I clicked on the city. Why didn't it not take me to the city? It's Agnus Cat. There we go. Right, so Ghondor is 18. Monica is 33. Monica was only 15 when she had Ghondor. You want to know about Seeker? Sure, I don't mind. Only there's nothing really to tell. I guess he's serious about his work. There's that, I suppose. It always seems like the higher-ups liked him well enough too. He got a load of awards, if I'm remembering right.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Okay, that's one of them. The others are down in Cadencia. Okay. Yeah, they're all around here. Huh, asking about Seeker, yeah? I know him well, we were on the same team. For the longest time, he was a real straight shooter. Total over-serious nerd. Nothing like he is now. Since the clock got smashed, he's a lot more proactive and full-on. Personally, I like him way better now.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Yeah, it does show characters' ages. I don't believe it shows the Ouroboros, though, unfortunately. And then for soldiers, it shows their term rather than their ages, because obviously that's the equivalent thing. Is this elevator coming? But yeah, showing the ages is a nice little detail. Just an extra little bit of world building. Although, actually, if I can point something out while I'm talking about affinity chart ages... If I find a Nopon... Not that Nopon. A lot of the Nopon have question mark as their age.
Time for a little rest.
And I believe Rika was on there, and I believe he does as well. Yeah, this is a very slow elevator. You've been simping for Senna. She is 9th term like the others, so that would be equivalent to 18.
This is something decent.
But yeah, all of the main party besides Mio are 9th term, and then Mio's 10th term. So Mio is... And now she's 20, and then the others are around 18, 19. So you're safe, Sam, don't worry. The main questionable one to not simp for is Alexandria. Because despite what she looks like, she is only 16. She's 6th term. Seeker, I hear he's been friends with the commander over at Lambda, and for a long time too. Although, to be fair, he did used to be internal affairs, so I guess it's no wonder he's got friends in high places.
Always nice to have more friends.
That said, though, talking about the characters' ages like that, it's assuming that they're born at physically around 10, and I think for most of them they are. But there are a few who do appear to be older. Like, despite being the same term, Izzard, Ethel, Kamaravi, they all look a lot older than Mio, and yet they're younger. Or they have to be younger, because otherwise they would have died during that month Mio was in prison. Yeah, Izzard does not look 20. He looks at least 30, I would say. So I do wonder if some of them were maybe physically older to start with. And then Mobius just suppressed any questions about that. It's not confirmed, though. That's just a theory. I remember Seeker saying he wanted to do something about the Lost Numbers' ill feelings towards us. He was like, I don't know how it'll go, but we got to find a way to work together and move past it.
Always nice to have more
Right,
friends.
let's head back up to the castle and discuss that then. The other interesting thing about the terms, though, is that they kind of squish together how quickly certain races age and grow. Because Uni is a high entier, and she looks around a similar age to Melia in Xenoblade 1, but Melia was 88. High entier are supposed to age a lot slower than humans do, but Mobius obviously did away with that.
Can we maybe train?
And then the same goes for the Machina with Lance.
Let's catch up on stuff.
From what we've been hearing, it seems he understands the problems affecting Agnus Castle as a whole. He's also said to be a diligent worker, and nobody seemed to wish him ill. Alright, sure, but he was in the prison camp for a reason, right? Things can't be that simple. I did initially suspect that there might have been some hidden motive behind Seeker's actions, but it no longer seems likely. Right, I think it's beyond doubt that he's thinking about moving things in a more positive direction. And also, since he's working hard to reform this place, don't you think we could stand to lend him a hand? Well, seems to be worth having a chat with at least, even if nothing comes of it. Yeah, if he's trying to make amends with the Lost Numbers, then it's definitely worth a try. Let's all go and talk to Seeker then. Does that make Melia a Jilf? I guess by age, yes. But I don't believe she has a grandchild yet. I don't think she even has a confirmed child. Though a certain other silver-haired character is now canonically a MILF. Oh, hey Ghondor, I've been looking for you. What now? Well, I've been thinking, I'd like to transport some of the provisions from Agnus Castle over to the city. Provisions? Now there's a golden idea. Okay, but why? What's in it for Agnus? I'm not sure there'd be a really clear payoff for us, however. But here's the thing. When the fake queen was revealed, I saw consuls from Kevis standing there and it made me sick. All the things I thought were right in that moment, that instant, I saw just how mistaken I'd been. And mistakes need to be corrected, even if it takes my entire remaining life. That's why I want to give the city its due. I hope it will make you stronger, and I hope I can spend my strength repaying you. Whoa, dude, you're gonna make me bawl. Eh, Oggy? Yes, this is most gracious. First, we repatriated everyone who'd go back to the city. So then I figured, why not send some provisions next? Are we really that strapped for grub, though? Milady, what are you saying? We always need great quantities of food to get by. And whose fault is that? Do you reckon, you bottomless pit of a man? In any case, you could stand to have a bit more food, surely. As luck would have it, we have plenty here. If you could get them processed to be more shelf-stable, they'd make for good portable meals, too. Sounds like it'd be quick going if we pitched in as well. Yes, if you could. We'd also appreciate if you could collect whatever's missing and leave it with Dani. And then we city people can take it from there. Yes, that would be fantastic. Thanks. That is the long and short of it. We'd be thankful for your assistance. You will have it. Rest easy. Where is Dani then? All the way back down in Cadencia. God damn it. I get the feeling this is one of those progress bar quests, isn't it? Oh, I hate those. They were annoying in 2. They were annoying here. I really hope they never come back. Seeker's gotten in touch. You hear about the provisions? We don't have quite enough of the transport to the city, so we need a bit of help getting them together.
What are we giving them?
Oh, it is. Oh, no. Oh, they really aren't doing much at all, are they? Okay, there's a lot of those, but they only give 2%. Okay. Guess I'm going to be doing some grinding this week. I'm assuming that means I probably can't do the next quest on my list then, because I think I need to beat this one first. Okay, what do I need? Actually, what do I need?
What are we giving them?
Because those are common. So I'd only need 3 of them. And I could potentially get the wingtips as well. And I think I know where some towels are, so I might be able to take care of that quite quickly now. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that rather than waiting until next week. There should be some around here. Just watch, it's going to start giving me rare and super rare ones rather than the common ones. Okay, there's a Taos. And there's one up there as well. There was also some Garaffa stuff, wasn't that? That is not a Garaffa, that is a Camel. I thought that was a Garaffa. They are very similar enemies, though.
Hey, get a load of this. We should be able to climb up with that.
Sorry, I don't do restraint.
Let's light these mutters up. Mind your arms, you can pay there. Leave no head.
Okay, that was nice and quick.
Nice. That's how you pull off.
Okay, that looks promising.
See if we can keep this up.
So I've got 1, 2... Okay, so only need 1 more then. And then I think the others around here. Yeah, there's one there. I thought there were a few more around here. Because I usually get aggroed by a few of them whenever I come here. It's possible I'm thinking of somewhere else. Oh. Hold on. Get down here, you.
Whatever happened to not being careless?
Okay, did I get anything? Yep, there we go. That should do it. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. Sometimes the progress bar quests aren't awful, but most of the time they are. While I'm doing this, there's some ether for Eno there. Might as well grab that. Yeah, that is the main problem with them, is that there's no way to track the materials. Just having a simple toggle to track them and set them as a quest target would make everything so much better. But that is just a consistent problem the Xenoblade series has always had. It's not always the best at giving you the information you need. They are getting better, I will give them that. They do tend to improve with every game, but there's still a little ways to go.
What was it they needed again?
We've got all the provisions we requested. Thanks, bunches. Would you be so kind to give Seeker the good news? Right, yeah, let's go get that ether while I'm here. And while I'm going that way, there is an area I'd like to quickly show off, because I don't know that I'll get a chance to go over there again. Yes, I know I need to fight the enemies, game. I was trying to.
No letting your guard down. Twin move. Good going, this should up the odds a little.
Yeah, you're really pumping it out.
I got something for you.
Wow, thanks. How's that? Eyes over here.
Thanks.
Okay, that's one of them down. You're not one of them, but you've joined the fight anyway.
Nothing a bit of teamwork couldn't handle.
Whatever happened to not being careless?
Right, nice one.
You know, even more champy.
So if I head down here quickly... I say quickly, this is actually quite a long walk, it turns out. But you'll notice these Agni and Levnesses with red lights all over them instead of green. There appears to be some kind of rebel Agnian group that have split off from the rest of them. I think there's a side quest that involves them, but I can't remember. So just in case there isn't, I wanted to show them off. But they are level 80, so not really going to actually be able to engage with this much. Anyway, let's finish the side quest I'm actually doing. We finished collecting the food and handed it all over. Thanks so much. I'm glad I turned to you for help. Well done, Noah and friends. Always so quick to aid. It's marvelous. Even in a difficult situation like this one, we can only try to move forward. And I believe that when we work together, we can achieve almost anything. I think so too, and we're always ready to do our part. Wow, Seeker. Sounds like something a real leader would say, innit? You want to look elsewhere next time you say something pointed like that. But yeah, that was a good line. I'll even go out on a limb and believe it. Thank you. I'll do all I can to live up to the trust you've placed in me. Okay, so there should be some more info here now. What we need here is some decent food. Don't you know you can't fight on an empty stomach? I mean, you're not wrong. Right, so we've got to get a massive supply of food to the city. Now I wonder. Where is this info then? Because I don't believe that I have it. If I can't find it, there is another quest that I can do first. Okay, it's not up here. Could be inside. Maybe not. Okay, I'll do the other quest first then.
I've already got food on the brain. We should talk about this.
So, we've heard there's some people locked up, but nothing about the whys or hows. Being put into prison for violations of military discipline is not unheard of, I suppose. People were saying they're pretty tough as well. Hey, Ghondor, do you know anything? Ah, yeah, some Agnian soldiers apparently. Way I hear it, Tyon's basically got it. Put in the brig for some discipline thinger. Meant to be right clever and rowdy too, that's about all I've heard. Supposedly it's all under security's purview, but I don't know much more. Is there any point to locking them up under the current circumstances? Won't know unless we ask security. Would be nice to get some extra hands to help around the castle and city.
Good to go?
Right, let's go check it out then. Hey, could we talk to you for a minute? Sure thing. What's up? We heard you've got Agni and soldiers locked up here, so... Oh, Sparks, really? Even you've heard? Gah, give me a break. Wow, sounds like that struck a nerve. Oh, you're joking now, but just wait till you've heard the story. I'm at the end of my tether, I tell you. I mean, look, I agree with Seeker's thinking, and I want to work together with the city. Really, I do. But the people they lock up for violating regulations have done some pretty heinous stuff in the past. Take this Toma guy, old pals with a chick called Zera, then add in this hothead Ghondor in the mix. Now the three of them have some kind of understanding. Cahoots o'clock. I'm telling you, thick as thieves. What are you suggesting? You think when they're let out, they'll get up to some hijinks? Hijinks, huh? Well, if it was just hijinks, I think we could consider ourselves lucky. To be honest with you, I'm kind of shocked they haven't been sent for the chop already. If we don't ever let them out, then maybe it'd have just been better to just do that and be done with it. Getting the chop? You mean execution? What you're saying is, you think that what they did is enough to deserve that? And what does Seeker have to say? I'm leaving their treatment to your discretion. Discretion? My arse. Like, tell me what to do, you utter shitbird. Phew, sorry, had to get it off my chest. So, anyway, you want to see them? If they're really so irredeemable, aren't they going to take a pop at us? I mean, they're still in a cell, right? Not exactly made of sticks. Okay, come along. I'll introduce you. What's this? Tea-tie-toe tighter. I smell the smell of a strong fighter. So that's the big baddie you were talking about? That's right, he's the main offender. You come to break us out, or cut our throats? I'll tell you though, it pays to be on our good side. I'm still making my mind up, actually. Don't go forcing my hand, alright? And you're the lot that liberated the castle, aren't you? Come on, let's have a square go, you and us. Beg your pardon. If we win, you cut us loose, and before you go misinterpreting that, I don't mean we'll go on a killing spree. Zera's my best and oldest friend, you see, and Ghondor, well, I mess him here on the inside, but I like the cut of his jib. So I think we'd like to taste the air outside one day again, all three of us together. Well, if we win, that is. And what if we win? Your choice, I suppose. Keep us jailed till we die, make us follow you around, whatever you decide, we'll go along with. That doesn't make it any easier. Wait. Aren't they hardened criminals? I don't feel qualified to pass judgment on them just like that. It's fine. You're more qualified than me, that's for sparking certain. There we go, sounds like a deal to me. Come on, let's get to the fisticuffs already. What should we do? Alright there, Ferris, you pipe down and play nice until these good people figure out what to do. Sounds good to me, just don't keep me waiting too long.
Always nice.
So, this is a branching quest. You can either fight them, or you can actually talk to them and figure out what they did. So, what kind of crime did you commit to be locked up here exactly? What's it to you? Well, I get to fight you lot if I talk. That all depends on what you tell us. Well, I guess it's worth a punt. I got locked up for the crimes of mass murder. A clear violation of military discipline. Simple enough reason, right? Thinking back on it now, I guess I just wasn't a soldier the console could control. But that's beside the point. You gonna fight me or not? Out with it. Mass murder. Okay, that's that's an interesting one. I committed several war crimes. I like how casual he is about it. Toma was jailed for violating military discipline during a battle with Kevus. Everything I ever heard about him suggested he was a superb Levnis pilot, albeit one who had a bit of an issue following orders. Suna's worrying about whether she should free the guy or not, but personally, I'm against it. Okay, it's not sounding good for this guy. Right, what does this final person have to say? Maybe there's a side to the story that I haven't been told yet. Toma is a man who cared deeply for his allies. In that battle with Kebes, his squad was on the verge of being completely massacred. But the Nutty Mudder broke position to take rearguard and charge right at them, letting his squad retreat in the process.
Sounds like a scoop.
That sounds a little better.
I've already got food on the brain. Let's catch up on stuff.
If we're to believe what Toma has told us, then it would seem he got locked up for the crime of mass murder. But we also heard that he took rearguard in order to let his comrades retreat. And while he was fighting to save his comrades, he killed a large number of Kevesi soldiers. It's not like he did his case any favours, but he was just fighting his enemy, right? That's what we're all taught to do. Certainly, that would just be the normal thing to do when you're in the Flame Clock's clutches. Excuse my speculation, but he didn't extract the flame from the enemies he defeated, did he? If he was blinded by rage like he said, then I think he was more preoccupied with crushing those Kevesi than anything else. You do raise a good point. You can't exactly extract someone's flame while in Alevnis. Looking at it from the consul's point of view, that wasting of good flame would have been cause enough to lock him up. This will sound grim, but hear me out. I think the consul could have solved this more easily if he just snuffed him on the spot. Good point, but you have to consider that Toma's deeds would have won him favour with the troops, despite irking the consul. Executing him for valiantly saving the lives of his fellow soldiers would have backfired massively. He was a right pain in the consul's ass, that's for certain. It would go some way to explaining why it would have been far easier for the consul to lock him up under false pretenses. So then, perhaps it'll be possible to not only convince him not to fight us, but also to free him from prison. I don't mind fighting him, either way, but we'd be saved a whole lot of fuss if you could talk him out of it somehow. There's only one way to find out. Let's head to Toma's cell and see what we can do. Well, that definitely sounds a bit more reasonable than mass murder. And anyone who pisses off Mobius is a good person in my books. Well, we'll get to the other two. So, you're feeling up for a fight, are you? Before that, there's something we'll want to make sure of. Is it true that you murdered multiple Kevesi soldiers? Did you miss it the first time round? Of course I did. You used the Levnis during the incident, didn't you? Well now, someone's done their research. But yeah, I killed a snuff ton of the enemy in Alevnis. And you stayed behind last to fight them off so you could save your fleeing comrades, if I'm not mistaken. Where the spark did you... Anyway, yeah, that's also right. Now, about that enemy. I don't know what colony they came from, but they sure didn't know snuff about fighting honourably. Seeing those dishonourable mudders slaughtering my friends made me go right off the deep end. I had to get any of my guys still breathing out of there, but I couldn't just let them get away with it. I was too drained to wield my blade, so I got into Alevnis and made him regret even being alive. That's all there is to it. Right, we now understand what happened. Not like me telling you all this is going to make a lick of difference, though, is it? We're heading off to tell Suna from internal security about your story. We won't be long. There you are. Where have you guys been? Finally decided to do battle with those wretches? Before it gets to that, we'd like to find out if you know anything more about what Toma did. You mean the mass murder? Well, as far as I remember, he indiscriminately killed a load of Kavesi without extracting their life. That led to the consul at the time to arrest him and lock him up in here. I'm afraid to tell you that your crafty consul bent the truth about what really happened. Huh? What do you mean? Let us explain. What the? So he was fighting to save his comrades? But that wasn't in the report. It's like what we said. The consul bent the truth to make it seem like he was fighting for fighting's sake, not for his comrades' lives. Well, now that I think about it, there were some guys in my term who managed to survive that battle. Although Toma could have definitely tried to extract some flame from the enemy. It's not a stretch to say that he had his reasons to do what he did. That settles it then. I've got no reason to doubt you guys. You're the ones who freed us from the clock after all. I've also got no reason to doubt that the Toma I knew would have done everything for his comrades and for Agnus. Oh. Well, thank you. Ah, been a while since I've had a proper fresh air. Tastes better than I remember. I can bet. You should be thankful to Noah and the others for that. You bet I'm thankful to them. Not to mention to you too, of course. Just don't you get yourself in any more trouble, okay? I'm busy enough as is. I wouldn't do that when it's this nice outside. Don't you worry yourself one bit. I'm still one capable soldier, believe me. Doesn't sound like you've learned anything to me. Right, that's one of them dealt with. Now on to the second, Zira. I heard Toma talking earlier. I assume it was with you guys, right? Yeah, but staying on topic, what got you branded as a fiend and locked up in here? Well, my great crime was blowing up a container the salvage corps was going to salvage. Horrible thing to do, right? Wasting away supplies they worked so hard to get. That's a new one to me. Why go and blow up valuable supplies? I mean, who cares about that, really? You guys have come here to fight us three fiends, right? I'm ready to fight whenever you are, but don't keep me waiting too long.
Always nice.
Oh, she's got 4 of them. Okay. Yeah, no, you do them all individually. They're not all necessarily in the same boat. Right, okay. Few people to talk to then. Yeah, it'd be a bit weird if he found out one was innocent and freed all 3. Zira? Yeah, I know her. She was a hot topic for a little while here. She was in the squad that mainly salvages supplies and was a snuffing-capable soldier herself. And when supply containers are being targeted by enemy scavenging teams, soldiers like her are invaluable. The salvage corps and supply team may be known as logistical teams, but that doesn't mean they lack capable fighters. They're the ones who take the necessary decisive actions, such as blowing up a container if the enemy is about to steal it. Even I always have to stay on my toes. You never know when something might happen. That seems reasonable. Right, I am not taking that bloody long elevator again. I'll rather fast travel. I heard the girl that blew up that supply container might be getting released from prison. I'm hesitant, to be honest. I know it said she had Agnes's best interest in mind when she did it, but I find that hard to believe. Well, you didn't really say much of anything. It's probably faster to walk up the ramp. I know you can walk down it. I'm not sure you can walk up it, because I think there's a bit of a drop at the end. Or at the start. But if you can fully walk it, then it's definitely faster than the elevator, yeah. We'd like to ask you about Zira's story. Sure. I mean, Zira's already locked up now, so I'm not sure what difference it'll make. But why not, I guess. You guys must have your reasons for asking, I suppose. Zira used to be part of the Salvage Corps. She achieved much as a soldier and was well regarded for her nous in battle. But one day there was an incident on a mission to procure an airdrop supply container. I'm sure you probably know already, but for some reason she decided to blow up the container. Everyone was furious about the waste of supplies. It wasn't even like there were Kavesi trying to steal them or anything. The consul at the time therefore claimed she was plotting an insurrection and imprisoned her.
Sounds like a scoop.
Okay, so she seems to have less of an excuse for what she's done.
Can we maybe train? Let's catch up on stuff.
So from everything we've heard about Zira, you'd almost think she grew up feral or something. It's hard to consider blowing up supplies as anything but a military discipline violation, that much is certain. True, but something really doesn't add up here. Yeah, like, if I were planning an insurrection, I sure wouldn't start it by blowing up some random supplies. You're right, Uni. What would be the point in that? I guess the key here is to find out what her reason was for blowing up that container. I just thought of something. Like, isn't it a little odd the consul didn't sentence her to death right away? Good point. Usually in this situation, the offender would get executed to send a warning to the rest of the colony. Perhaps the consul saw some sort of value in keeping Zira alive? If you can present a concrete theory as to why she got locked up and not executed, that could help our case a lot. And what do we do when we find out after she's freed that she's just an utter maniac? Fight her, I guess. Figure that. Guess we should go see her then. But explosion points. I guess that would give her points in your eyes, Blunter.
I'm all refreshed and ready to take on the world.
You finally ready now? Kept me waiting long enough? Before we fight, there's something I want to confirm with you. Specifically the reason you blew up that container. What's it to you? It's not like I can make those supplies magically come back. True, but to just blow up a container for no reason, you'd have to be out of your mind, which you don't seem to be. Funny you mention that, because I was out of my mind when I blew up the container. Or perhaps you noticed that the container had been booby-trapped? You don't have to be out of your mind to sacrifice supplies in the name of protecting your comrades. Although I wouldn't call it a flawless plan, I can't see why it would be egregious enough to violate military discipline. If one knew that a container did have something lethal in it, then blowing it up would be perfectly justifiable. Lethal? What do you mean lethal? It could have been something explosive or poisonous. You didn't know what was inside, but you had a feeling, didn't you? It's odd to think airdrop supplies could have something like that in them, unless the consul had something to do with it. Indeed, it's not impossible to see why the consul could have thought of something fiendish like that. And since blowing up seemingly good supplies is a big no-no, that gave the consul the perfect pretext to lock you up. Haha, cool theory, but the last time I checked, theories don't count as hard evidence. Indeed, all we've got is reasoning that paints you in a favourable light. The simplest, most straightforward reason would be that you were out of your mind at the time. I'll give you this though, I had fun listening to your theory. Your reasoning skills aren't too bad either. So here's what really happened. It's true that I blew up the container. You're serious? And like you said, Four Eyes, that container was indeed booby-trapped. You knew something was up well before the incident, didn't you? Yeah, right after Toma had been locked up. We're long-term friends and I was livid about his arrest. I just couldn't let it slide. As I was looking into it, I began to pick up that the consul was hiding something in a container. So when he went along with the salvage corps to procure it, I blew it up, hoping to use it against the mother himself. Yikes. Okay, I take it all back. Maybe she is loopy. The consul must have caught on that I was sniffing around, and that's why he rigged the container. Would have been happy dying alongside him to protect my mates, but it didn't go to plan, so I ended up here in the slammer instead. It was there that I had a hunch that my, or rather our enemy wasn't Keves, though I guess I don't need to call it a hunch anymore. I've long wondered what people like you guys were like, guys who fought with the consoles. Oh no, this is a I want to know what that real strength looks like type of scenario, isn't it? For the love of Sparks. We'll go explain your story to Suna from security. Just hold on for a bit. If you're going to fight anyone, be quick about it. I'd rather not have my life in danger any longer than necessary. We just got Don talking to Zera for her side of the story. We think we might just have a case for freeing her from prison. Wait, seriously? We can let her go? Considering she faced up to a great enemy all by herself, we think you'll see why she deserves to be free. Great. As in size? You're saying she can go toe-to-toe with Alevnis or something? We don't mean that kind of great. But, like, she loves blowing stuff up, right? What if she decides to blow up the castle? It doesn't bear thinking about. Look, she had her reasons why she did what she did. Let us explain. That's a whole lot to take in, I won't lie. But I mean, Seeker trusts you guys. And in either case, Seeker was the one who left it up to my discretion. And according to my discretion, if you guys think she isn't guilty, then she sure ain't guilty to me. Thank you so much. Man, it's crazy to think that I'm actually out of prison now. Now, seeing as I was kind enough to free you, promise me you won't go around blowing stuff up. You got that? Of course, don't worry about it. I don't just blow stuff up for no reason, you know. Oh, really now? But seriously, don't go doing anything too outrageous, okay? I know. I owe you guys big time after all. Right, that's 2 out of 3 freed. Time to talk to the final one. What did you do to get yourself in here? Well, a whole bunch of things, let's say. I used to work in the inspection branch. One day, I erased a certain piece of intel, but I don't think I did anything wrong. Now, I haven't had a bad time here thanks to Toma and Zera, but you know what? I now feel like battering you lot and moseying on out of here, if you'd be so inclined.
Always nice to have more.
Right, let's see what this guy's deal is then. So I heard Ghondor might be getting out soon. The very man who brought disorder to his colony by destroying enemy intel. I know I wouldn't be letting him out anytime soon. You know what? This time I think I'm going to try running the whole way up the ramp. Just to see if you can do it. I hear that Ghondor is the reason we lost the chances to take out a base in the war with Keves. I don't know why he did it. I tried asking him and he flat out refused to give a reason why. Okay, that's really not much to go on. Hey, is the population of the city really so big? I wonder. We've been ordered to send a massive amount of food, so I dare say the population is greater than in Agnus. I know these supplies are important for our friendship, but they're our lifeline too. Yeah, I get you. Okay, that's a good start. But I'm not convinced that I can make it over this little wall here. Yeah, no. Oh, hold on. No, yeah, you can. Nice. That is faster than the elevator. Yeah, I thought I'd try it. I didn't want to just write off the idea entirely. Ghondor, you say? Well, he used to be an intel. He was my subordinate. One day, the guy destroyed some intel showing that Keves was making camp somewhere. If our forces had seen that intel, they could have ambushed that camp and won a crucial victory. But without that intel, we had no chance. There were a few casualties, but I'm still at a loss as to why he didn't share the intel.
Sounds like a scoop.
I wonder why he did it. None of those people seem to really know. Oh, God. Oh, my back's a bit stiff. I say that as if it isn't always stiff. Oh, wait, no, I need to go discuss it first, don't I? Completely forgot about that step. Getting a little bit ahead of myself there. You know what? While I'm here, it looks like my food has run out. Might as well eat some more.
Lick those plates clean, guys.
Thanks ever so much.
Let's catch up on stuff.
So, the story goes that Ghondor destroyed Keves intel and therefore caused damage to Agnus's position. The mystery here is, why did he destroy intel that had crucial info on an enemy camp's whereabouts? What he did went far beyond a violation of military discipline. He could have easily been sentenced to death for it. Tell me about it. Soldiers are always getting killed by enemies they don't see coming. That kind of intel is worth its weight in gold. Which brings up an important question. Why is Ghondor still alive? I think we might need to ask the guy himself about the true nature of what that intel was. That'd be quicker for sure. Yeah, let's go and ask him.
Let's keep things on a tight loop.
Now I can go talk to him. Oh, up for a fight then? Not quite. We have some things we'd like to ask first. You managed to get your hands on Keves intel, and yet you didn't share it with Agnus. Why? Getting straight to the point again, I see. Surely squashing intel about Keves wouldn't have been in your best interests. Alright, sit back, relax, and let Ghondor tell you a story. Not like I've got much else better to do anyway. After I'd investigated the Keves intel that fell into my hands, I discovered that it was fake intel created by our console. What? Seems like they weren't too happy about us getting more and more powerful and were trying to crush us. I don't know what was going through their heads. It didn't even make sense to begin with. Maybe they just thought that screwing us was an easy way to fill the Kevesi's flame clock. We're the ones who made the console so powerful, and that's how they decide to treat us? Boils my blood, it does. That's why I destroyed that intel, so my friends could withdraw from that pointless battle and limit the casualties. Did you talk about this to anyone? Absolutely no way I'd have talked to my friends about it, otherwise the console would have done them in. Thankfully that mudder can't hurt us anymore. Talking about it now has lifted a weight off my shoulders, it has. And I've got zero regrets as well. Got to meet Tomer and Zera here after all, and they're class. At least now, you don't have to bear the burden on your own anymore. She's right, you're not living under that console's eyes anymore, so cheer up, mate. Heh, if I ever do get out of here, I guess it might be worth talking about what's on my mind a bit more often. We'll go explain your story to Suna from security. We won't be long. What's up? Do you need something? We've heard Ghondor's full story. Full story? What's this about? Don't mind Grover, he's here on other business. He fades into the background pretty easily. Hey! I just have a soothing presence. Anyway, here's what happened. This is really hard to credit. He was going up against the console. What does this all mean? That he didn't do anything wrong after all? What he did was undoubtedly a violation of military discipline. So then, if what they're telling us is true, then Ghondor knowingly went against military discipline in order to save Agnian lives. And then went into jail without ever telling us why he really did what he did. Well then, we've got no reason to keep him locked up in here, right? He's a capable guy, I'll give you that. Or should I say him being too capable was what got him into that mess. I'm just as averse to trouble as the next person, but what do you think? Okay, I think we can let Ghondor go. I'll take responsibility for anything that happens. Well, that'll certainly make my life easier, I know that much. But if he tries anything funny, I'll throw him back in prison, then throw away the key. I'm sure it won't have to come to that. Whoa! Didn't think you'd be here too. Oh, don't get your knickers in a twist. I won't do nothing bad. I promise. Especially not after you guys got me out of the slammer. All we did was listen to your story. Nothing special about that. And that's all 3 of them free.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Say, you really think it's the right choice, letting them walk? I don't foresee any particular problems. They'll be working for the good of the castle now, right? Shh, I really wanted to fight you guys, but if it means I get to leave this place, then I guess I'll settle. Same here, anything's better than rotting in jail. Right, can't say I'm really digging the jail vibe too much. Say, are you really sure? I don't want this coming back on me, okay? If they start going nuts, we'll handle it. Relax. Seeker did leave it to your discretion. If anything, the responsibility is his. Hey, that's a good point. They were in my custody, but Seeker's the one in charge. Well, in that case, why don't we make him his bodyguards or something? That's not a bad plan at all. They would perform well as personal security detail for someone of his position. Right, you've heard him. Get out of here and don't darken my doorstep again. Ah, that's a weight off my chest. And straight onto Seekers, innit? Alright, friends, time to get to work. Yeah, that was an interesting quest. I do enjoy when quests allow you to take a few different routes and find out what the best route would be. And I felt like hearing them out and not just fighting them would be the best way to go. Ah, I'm totally worn out, and I want to say thanks for taking care of that trio back there. Ah, no, it's fine. We made a free choice to get involved with that. Okay, well, when you see Seeker, can you tell him to stop dishing out so many of these brutal tasks? Sure. I'll try to find some way to get that across tactfully. Sometimes I think the Seeker belongs to some whole other species that just loves tedious work. I know people like that. I am definitely not one of them. Okay, right. There should be some more info around here then. You spend a bunch of years in the Clink, and when you come out, the whole world's changed. No more Consul anymore, the Queen's gone. It's like I don't even know what's going on anymore. I really thought I'd have ended up on the rubbish heap long before my homecoming. Sometimes it's good to stay quiet, huh? Good grief, I've only just gone and lost my sense of direction. That's how busy I've been. Where should I bring these supplies? Right, I'd imagine you should bring them to the supply team.
Got it all memorized.
I did see the third of them up here. I want to talk to him quickly. See what he's got to say now that he's free. But he seems to have wandered off. He is not up here anymore. Yeah, I don't see him.
you can't always give 100%. Group chat first, right?
Everyone at Agnus Castle seems busy. Right, and there's not as many people as there were before. I wonder what they're all doing. Both Agnians and the Lost Numbers look to be really hurried all the time. Yeah, but there hasn't been any major strife yet, at least. If anyone knows the ins and outs of the situation, it would be Seeker. It might be a good idea to inquire. Hey, good thinking. He'd have a good overview for sure.
All right, everyone. Time to head out.
Right then, let's go see Seeker. Ah, there he is. There's the third one. Ah, such a great feeling to be rid of that rotten console. The Lost Numbers have been bringing me up to speed, so this is what it means to be free, eh? Heh, I could get used to this. Hi, Seeker. Things are looking busy, huh? They sure are. Oh, not that I'm complaining or anything. What are you doing now? I'm making preparations for sending off provisions and other goods to the city. Isn't that what you were doing before? Have the provisions run out already? Wait, let me guess. Aggie and Oggy, right? Yes, you see, the two of them were pretty keen on getting some extra provisions. I knew something like this would happen. Those dingbats think everything will work out so long as there's food on the table. Dingbats? Bah! So I was busy with other stuff and told them to handle it. Big mistake. It's not like I have heaps of time on my hands either, but since I've already sent people to the city, I can't ignore it. And so I'm enlisting the entire castle personnel, up to and including inspectors, to try and cope with this somehow. Too nice-natured for your own good, Seeker. I just prepared the ship, but I just got word of some problems arising. What kind of problems? In plain words, some people don't want the goods shipped out, so they've taken up arms and are heading for the boat. Next, some of the goods that were left in the prison camp haven't been delivered. And then we don't have enough ether cylinders to keep running the ship back and forth. A real cluster snuff of a situation, in short. Now I get why you need all the manpower. If that's all you need, we'll pitch in too. Let us handle all those things you just mentioned. Would that help? Yes, it would. Thanks very much. A lot of our soldiers aren't used to this sort of work, so I appreciate your offer. Alright then, let's roll up the old sleeves and get cracking.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Right, so where are these people? They are all down in Cadencia. Okay. Let's go... Let's start with the upper level first this time. Change it up a little bit. Okay. Right, hello there, Kay. What do you need help with? We're still short on cargo. Where on Ionios has he gone off to? Oh, hey you guys. I've been getting Oggy to help me out with cargo, but we've got 7 pieces left to get now, but Oggy's nowhere to be seen. I'm sorry to ask, but I'd really like your help. Dani will have it out for me if I don't get all that cargo loaded. She doesn't take no for an answer.
I hope everyone's getting along.
I'm noticing a lot of typos in the quest today. Because that said, she doesn't take no for answer. When it's she doesn't take no for an answer.
Hey, that's the thing for the stuff.
Mind you don't drop it, yeah?
Right, let's get this back to Kay then. Or am I taking it down to Dani? Or is there more for me to find? It looks like there might be more for me to find, actually. Yeah, there's a bit over there. Okay, guess I'm going for a bit of a walk then. No, thank you. Doesn't involve me. Just want this thing over here.
Hey, that's the thing for the stuff.
Is that all of them? Nope, there's another one.
Hey, that's the thing.
Is that all of them? No, there is another one. There's 4 of them then. Maybe even 5 of them. Let's see. That should make it 4 pieces of cargo we've got hold of now. That leaves 3 more to find. Where else could they be? Wait a minute. Look over there. Oh, spark's sake. They're guarding us, nothing target. This goes some way to explaining the cargo shortage. You know what to do. Let's teach these thieving snuffers a lesson. Right. We had one quest where we helped out a Tirkin, and now we're back to business as usual.
Here we are. The supply.
Such a shame.
Wanna show him who's boss?
Although I suppose these are Golkin, not Tirkin, so it's completely different. I do love the Golkin design, though. It's a nice seaside variety for the Tirkin, and I hope that in future games we get to see other bird versions of Tirkins. I know there were the Chilkin in Xenoblade 1, but they weren't really any different to Tirkins. They were just slightly darker in color.
I'll follow you.
Ready when you are.
Hey, that's the thing for the stuff.
Don't you go losing that.
Collection complete.
Right, back over to Kay then.
Time to head back.
Could have just asked for the box back, but no. Ouroboros goes straight to violence. I know, right? They didn't even ask. How rude of them. Thank you so much for rounding up the cargo. It's worrying to think we've got a thief to contend with, though. We'll have to keep an eye out for them, whoever they are. Dani will be placated for now, at least. She's uncompromising, but she's an honest, nice girl, and I wouldn't want to let her down. Right, let's go see the next one then. And while I'm on my way over there, let's figure out how to put auto run on. There we go. I can pour myself a drink, because it's getting low. I really need to use auto run more often. I keep forgetting that it's a thing. And it's not like I had the excuse of it being new, because it's been in the game since Xenoblade X. There we go. We've got a disturbing development on the eastern side of the perimeter. We've received an aid request, but if our info on the enemy forces is correct, we're in for one tough battle. The harbour the enemy is after has got a whole load of supplies we can't afford to lose. Could you lend us a hand? Right. Over this way then. You know how I went over here earlier saying I wasn't sure if a quest took me here? Looks like a quest takes me here. Probably could have saved that trip then. Oh well. Looks like something's kicking off. Castle reinforcements are on their way. Surrender immediately. Shut it. An internal affairs lackey like you doesn't get it like I do. Look, I'm already busier than I usually am, and my ulcer is flaring up like all spark. Stop making things more difficult. Is this what I think it is? Yeah, that girl over there is from Internal Affairs Security Team. And it appeared this ruffian is part of a rebel force opposed to the sending of supplies to the city. They've made the island on the other side of the bridge their base, and they've got a fierce levelness that won't let us near them. You're serious right now? For crying out loud, you're built like a brick shithouse. Go do something. But, Mom, that just isn't possible. We need those prisoners' labour for the sake of Agnes's future. So what's the sparking point in releasing them now? They're expendable, aren't they? I can assume he hasn't been able to accept that he's no longer bound by the flame clock. That scoundrel doesn't even think of us as human. I'm done here. He's too far gone now. Were you lot whispering about calling over castle reinforcements? They are the enemy. How much further are you going to shame yourselves until you're satisfied? To ashes with you all. That's enough stalling for time. You are hereby indicted for violating military discipline. Ugh. You'll have to batter each and every last one of us before you indict us for anything. Oh, great. More time stalling. You better not feel sorry for yourselves after we've done kicking your asses. That is quite a lot of Levenesses, though.
Always nice to have more friends. Demon eyes over here.
Right, let's focus on one at a time. Guess the big one's going first. And that didn't take very long at all. Okay, that's 2 of them. That's 3 of them. Okay, that's nearly 4 of them. There we go. And that's 5 of them. Snuff it. How could so few fighters be so powerful? Retreat. We aren't going to go down here. Not like this. Thanks. You really did us a solid there. Nah, we didn't do much, really. If you were able to actually do something with that brick shithouse frame of yours, we wouldn't have got into this mess. Have mercy, my lady. I really did try my best. I did. If anyone's counting on you for things, then you'd better go take care of them. I've got things under control here. Good shout. Right, just Darnie to go then.
Something so valuable here.
There aren't enough ether cylinders to run the Agnus ship. We've been having an odd drop in our available equipment as of late. Could you procure me 10 ether cylinders?
I hope everyone's getting along.
Well, that's easy. Thank you very much. We now have enough ether for the ship. If you've got things you need to sort out, then I suggest you take care of them. Otherwise, if you're all done gathering them up, could you hand the cylinders to Dana for me? Now, about this equipment shortage. It has to be linked to Ragsy and his thugs. I need to let Grover know about this. I'll tell the other departments about the lack of equipment. But I'll inform Grover right away. If there's anything you can count on to get the job done quick, it's him. Right, let's go see Dana then. I think we should be good to go if we had another 10 ether cylinders. Will this be enough cylinders now? They'll do, thanks. Sorry about all the hassle. As for the provisions and supplies, I think that should be all of them too. It's nice that we're just getting this stuff, but Spark, when I think of the trouble everyone had to go to just for this. Hey now, it's all for the good of the city. You sure you shouldn't be smiling? Believe me, I'm doing plenty of that too. A real 12 gauge grin. Anyhow, we're all set here and the boat is ready too. Guess I'll go on ahead. Sorry to add insult to manual labour, but could you report back to Seeker? Sure thing, we're on it. Right, back we go then.
Can't forget our progress update.
Hey, Ben, welcome to the stream. How you doing? You managed to get here nearly 4 hours late. I don't think your clock's working. It's not been 3 hours yet. Unless I've really lost track of time. Looks like the ship's shipped out now. Thanks, I've heard. Even Aggie and Oggy should be satisfied when they see the shipment. I sure hope so. Now then, time to handle the issues in Agnus Castle, I reckon. Sorry, I'm getting a call. Yes? Yes? What? Snuff it. Understood. I'll send someone straight away. What's happened? That was from some soldiers down in the harbour. They said they've lost contact with the ship. Oh no. I was going to send some troops to get a quick idea of the situation. It's an emergency, right? We'll go. I think it'll be quicker that way. Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks. I'm counting on you. Right, let's get on out there. Ah, nice one. I hope you had a good day, though. You've missed some very sad quests today. And we met some very cute mini Tirkins. Okay, right. That is quite a big search radius. Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty funny. Ugh. Oh, so wish of selling ware on breezy, buoyanty boat on sea top. Is such leveness existing possibility? Meh, personally more of land-based snop on. Not much inclined to build such leveness.
Sounds like a scoop.
Over there. Oh, sorry you guys. Looks like things went sparks up. Dana, what are you doing lying down? Damn it, who did this? Gah, how did this happen? Over there, Agni and Levnis's. Yeah, no mistaking it. Hey, check it out. Looks like Ouroboros caught wind of us. It was you? You took Levnis's to raid the shipment. Raid? I resent that wording. We just did what we had to get our food back. Or what? You really thought we'd hand it over to our mortal enemies? You're dumber than a bale of tent cloth. They're not your enemies. Shut your lying mouth, Mudder. You're as bad as the lot of them. A perversion of the natural order. You're not leaving me any choice here. We'll just have to get rid of you as well. Shh. Guess we're doing this then. Prepare to die. Right, here we go. Round 2 with these Mudders. Oh, they've had a bit of a level boost. Although, I am still higher level than them, so it should be okay. Right, let's take out the smaller ones first. This one. There we go. Yeah, they're definitely a bit bulkier than they were last time. I'm a lifesaver. Well, in this case, no, I'm not. I failed to save a life. I was too slow. Right, just the big guy left then.
No doubt.
Gah, we were no match for them, even with the Levness. Everyone, are you alright? Oh. Oh, snuff. Seeker. Timely entrance, you rat. Yeah, we're fine, but we were too late to help Dana and the others. What did you do? How could you? You're seriously going to give me that? You with the internal affairs background? We don't have 2 potatoes to rub together ourselves, but here's you handing over food to prisoners. You were perfectly content making the prisoners make our food and necessities right up till now. And what do we care about anyone outside of Agnus? Let them all starve, I say. What, you want to argue? Nah. Some things are bigger than you or me. Things we can't achieve alone. We'll never have understanding without humility. What are you yakking on about? Without cooperation, there can be no escape from suffering. Not for any of us. Open your eyes, don't you get it? Keeping the city's residents prisoner was the first fundamental wrong. Swallowing the consul's words whole, that was another. Accepting the fake queen, another one still. If you can't comprehend, well, that's as may be. However, plotting against those who've turned over a new leaf will not be tolerated. Tolerated? Listen to yourself. I took up arms to protect the castle. Oh, spare me. You attacked and killed an innocent bystander. If you don't know how to be ashamed, you will have to be taught. Take them away. What? Seeker, you worthless mudder. What gives you the right? Oi! Face me! What a wretched turn of events. I should have foreseen this. You didn't cause this. Not only will we fail to deliver on the promised shipment, now the passengers are dead too. I should be ashamed of myself. Now ain't the time for the blame game. We gotta do what we gotta do. You're right. I'll retrieve the goods and head back. Thank you very much for your cooperation, everyone. That's quite alright. Damn you, dying in a place like this. Hey, Ghondor, are you okay? Dana was a bit of a free spirit, but she never once failed to do whatever she took on. If she'd just gone back with Corey and the others, she would have been fine. The least we can do is take care of her effects. Let's go back.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Is that both of them completed? Yes, it is. Okay. Right. In that case, I reckon I can probably squeeze in one more quest today because there's a lone Ascension quest that I can get out of the way quickly. And it is for dear old Masha.
It all comes down to this.
Let's just double check that I can definitely do it. 5 more. Yeah, maybe not 5 more. Take Masha to the city camp and finish for the sake of keepsakes. Okay, yes, I can do it. Lovely.
Hey,
let's head over there then.
Changed.
Yeah, not 5 more. Definitely don't have time for 5 more.
Oh, at long flipping last. There you are, Mash.
Looking for moi?
Maz, how have you been? We've been scouring high and low for you.
Yes. Lovely to see you too. You have some business to discuss?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pull the other one, Mash. It's got bells on it.
So cold, Mazzy. Ice cold. Don't pretend you don't know what we're talking about.
Me and my fair lady ordered matching accessories. Quite a while ago, too. It's getting silly now.
Yeah, and I recall we paid a pretty penny up front too. Don't want to rush you, Maz, but come on.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, of course, I hadn't forgotten. I was literally just pinning down the final touches on the design. I'm on the cusp of beginning production.
Oh, you were you? Well, I'm glad to hear it, Mash. Phew! I was sweating buckets there. Thought the whole thing had slipped your mind.
Perish the thought. That would be tragic.
Right.
My sincerest apologies. It did, in fact, utterly escape me.
Figured.
Figures.
But Maz, you're so chuffing brilliant at what you do. It's just such a crying shame that you're like this, you know?
Oh, how it pains me to know it.
Hey, at least you remembered now. We're still on board, by the way. Long as you give us a discount for the trouble.
We're looking forward to the finished products. Ta-ta!
Well, I've put my foot in it again. Perhaps I ought to hire a clerk.
What is the deal with those guys?
They're soldiers, those two. Illustrious members of the Lost Numbers. Not to mention my clients. Previously, I received a commission from them for a pair of matching accessories, but clearly my mind was otherwise occupied. Letting my clients wait any longer than this is going to tarnish my reputation. I'll have to expedite my work.
Should we help?
What? Are you quite sure?
We'd be pretty crappy friends if we just left you in the lurch now, innit?
Gosh! Well, I'm incredibly grateful for the offer. I shall have to be sure to compensate you appropriately when the order is completed.
Will we need to leave the city again to gather materials?
No. Before any of that, we will need to prioritize information gathering.
Information? What kind? And why?
Even the most basic accessory necessitates a great deal of thought. One must consider its shape, application, presentation. But above all else, it is imperative to pin down the nature of the individual to whom it will ultimately belong.
How do you mean, nature?
We must learn more about Jake and Tessa, find out what makes them tick. Only then will we discern the accessories they desire. That is how I do things, and that is where we must begin.
Sounds like a really roundabout way to do things. Why not just ask them yourself?
Only a third-rate charlatan would consider such a thing. The true creme de la creme must fulfill their clients' orders without uttering even a word.
But you don't have much time.
Which is why I'm very grateful for your assistance.
We may have our work cut out for us.
I suppose we should start by asking people who are close to those two.
That's the way indeed. Then let's begin our inquiries. We must talk to Jake and Tessa's compeers in the Lost Numbers and find all we can about them.
Oh, would you look at that? More information gathering. And thankfully, these ones are marked on the map.
They seemed a bit wishy-washy, if I'm honest.
Well, let's see. Their actions will surely speak for themselves.
Seems to be a bit of a trend this weekend, information. You want to know about Jake and Tessa? Yeah, I gotcha. They're kind of celebrities among us Lost Numbers. Oh, really? They don't like to talk about this too loudly, but you know how Jake's basically houseless, right? Houseless? Ah yes, certain circles bandy that term about to describe one who cannot trace their descent to any of the established lineages. It's unfortunate, but people in that position often find themselves pushed to the fringes of our society. Jake got bullied relentlessly as a kid. Poor guy could never catch a break. But Tessa, who's the same age as Jake, would always look after him and make sure he was okay. The darker Jake's mood got, the brighter and more cheerful she'd act around him. In fact, it's probably thanks to her that Jake started to lighten up. Now he's, well, as you know him. Wow, that wasn't the kind of story I was expecting. You'd never think it from the way he acts. Yeah, well, they can get on your nerves sometimes, but you can't deny it's kind of an inspiring story. They've earned our respect. It's not every day you get to see a story of true love unfold, eh? No big wonder they ended up getting hitched in the end, I suppose. Right, it's one of them. And then the other two are right at the northern end of the city. Okay. In that case, I shall fast travel.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Tessa's from House Rhodes. They try not to have anything to do with the Vandoms and the Doyles if they can. Personality-wise, though, Tessa's more of a Vandom. She's always wanted to bring the fight to Mobius. Naturally, her parents didn't look too kindly on her wanting to be a soldier. They were this close to disowning her one time. That's when Jake stepped in. He convinced Tessa's folks to let her join the Lost Numbers under the condition he'd sign up to protect her. If it was going to be so hard on Tessa, wouldn't it make more sense for Jake to try and talk her out of it as well? When you put it like that, but then there'd be no one left on Tessa's side at all. Maybe it sounds cliched, but Jake will always have Tessa's back, even if it means the whole world's against them. Talk about passionate, eh? Okay, now just one more to go get. Seems like a nice little love story between these two. Last one's just over here. Back in the day, Tessa once found herself caught between Kavesi and Agnian troops during a mission. It was a big one, for honesters and all. The platoon had a tough call to make, calling a retreat, but they had to leave Tessa behind. But Jake refused the order. Let me guess, he went in to rescue her all by himself. That's right, fire from both nations fell all around them like rain while he ran in with all the breath in his lungs. Everyone thought they were as good as dead, but no. Jake picked up the wounded Tessa and did the impossible, getting her home. He ended up taking more hits than her, Wound up bloody from head to toe. Not a pretty sight. But he didn't mind. He was just content that he didn't have to lose Tessa. Wish I had half that guy's courage. Right, let's head back over to the camp then.
Shall we reconvene?
Sounds good.
Talk about this.
Can we maybe train? And today's story is... Well, this wasn't what I was expecting.
I know. I figured they'd be a couple of quirky jokers.
Sounds like they've had it rough.
Indeed. They appear so ostentatious and fickle, one could be quick to dismiss them as mindless followers. But the truth is that they are loyal soldiers both, and they care deeply for each other. In which case, I'd be inclined to substitute an eye-catching design for something altogether more somber. The accessory they seek is most likely...
Most likely... what?
That shall have to wait. In any case, I have a clear idea of what would suit them now. You've been a tremendous help.
Good to hear. So I'm guessing the next step is we go looking for the materials, yeah?
Haha, you guessed correctly.
Are you going to tell us what we need?
Yes, I'll need two things. One of them, far easier to come by. I'll start with that. One may find rose quartz growing on Corn Island, on the Erythia Sea. What I would need is a quartz crystal with a particularly high purity, known as Red Shawl.
Corn Island. Got it. Let's go take a look.
Right, there's the first objective. Thankfully, it's not the same island that every other quest seems to be on. It's a different one for a change. Okay, right, here's probably the best place to fast travel to. Whew.
How are we going to find the right stuff?
That's a question best left for our resident expert, Masha.
Right, I think I want to go up this way. You should lead me to the vines, yeah. And then I can go round from there.
This looks climbable.
Can I intervene here? Potentially. Might get something good from it. No, I've already done that one. Okay. I'll leave that alone then.
Sometimes virtue brings with it other rewards, too.
You know, I'm not sure I've talked to that Nopon down there. Right, before I leave this island, I might check in with him, just make sure I've got the stone for Shil. I mean, it's entirely possible that I might have already spoken to him, but I'd rather make sure.
Got a rare doodah right here.
How many stones do I have left? That is a good question.
Our journey will take us to the Orion tunnels.
Hold on. Don't tell me you're taking us down there to do actual mining for you.
Ah, close, but no mica. It's not minerals you'll be mining this time, but monsters.
Huh? Not literally, right?
Deep in the Orion tunnels, there's said to exist a rare species of rockel. The unique mineral which takes root on its back, argentium, will be our next target. Though I must confess, I have only ever set eyes on it but a single time.
But how are you so sure that you'll be able to find it then?
Well, we had no trouble getting the first material. Let's stay optimistic.
Better hope our luck's not run out yet. Off to the mines with us then.
Argentium, eh? I wonder what that's named after. Right, let's fast travel to the camp then. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure how many stones I have left. There's at least one more camp I know I've definitely not been to, but it depends if I've missed any. That's not who I was trying to talk to.
Decisions.
I think I've been pretty on the ball with talking to them. Okay, no, yeah. I've got that stone. Okay, over to the Orion tunnels then. That is in a somewhat awkward spot. Maybe if I go from here. And then I can work out how I actually get there. Can I just walk down, or am I going to need to take the ropes? I think I can just walk down. No, thank you. Not getting involved in that.
Good thing we found this.
There's a container there. I do not have that. Oh, no, I know how to get that. Okay, you know what? While I'm here, I will probably get that. And I'll get a shard from the unique monster as well, so it'll definitely be worth the trouble.
Quite remarkable, isn't it? Let's procure our ore before it gets away.
Right, let's take him down.
It's shaping up to be a battle for the ages.
The king ropal. I mean, I don't know if it's a king, but it could be a chairman, if it's from Argentum.
That was spectacular.
And
So
I
glad
was
we
the
got that Argentum without too much
MVP.
fuss.
You were all thinking it.
We were fortunate indeed. Well then, the city beckons.
Do I have that ether? Yes, I do. Right, let's focus on the container then. And then head back to the city camp.
Hey now, what's that? Here we go!
Looks like everyone else fell to their deaths. Good job, team.
Smog to dwell in, honestly.
Okay, right. I'm going to have to make the jump halfway, aren't I? I apologize in advance for the Senna pain noise. But there's not any way around it. The voice actor did way too good a job with that. Right, gracious Titania. If you could die quickly, please, that would be very appreciated. No, don't do that. Honestly, if that turned out to be true, I'd believe you. Because it definitely does sound like it. But as I've always said, I think all 6 of the main cast did a really good job. I mean, everyone in this game has done a pretty great job. There isn't really a single performance that I'd say I dislike. But the main cast in particular were great. And the voice direction is definitely a lot more solid than 2's was, I'd say. There's definitely a lot less of the weirdly delivered lines and bad lip syncing. Although that does happen when you don't rush the game out and you actually give it time to be properly localized. Right, nice one. I've got a few shards today, so I'll have to see if I can upgrade any more weapons.
Okay, buddy. Surprisingly shiny. Funny finding one here, huh?
And some Nopon coins, nice. Right, back to the city then. Ugh.
Once again, your incomparable efforts have paved the way forward. Thank you, my dears. I feel now that I can finally produce the accessory I have in my mind's eye.
Isn't this an excessive amount of time and effort for a couple of accessories?
That, good sir, is the difference between the ready-made and the tailor-made. That, and it's my sales point. All right, you may have to give me a while. It is complete.
Good work, Masha. Okie doke. Time to deliver the goods to those 2.
Yes, just a moment. I've given them a call and arranged for them to take delivery at the Founders Square.
I really hope they'll like them.
They better. After all the trouble they put us through.
You needn't worry. They will be satisfied, I assure you, or my name is not Masha.
Right, let's go make the delivery.
That's correct. Rings, bracelets, and the like happen to be my forte. Jake! Tessa! So sorry to have kept you waiting. These would be the items you requested. Do check, if they're to your liking.
Oh, finally! Really kept us waiting, eh?
I know. I am buzzing.
The silver luster comes from an alloy of argentium. To my understanding, it is one of the strongest precious metals there is. Your unbreakable ties inspired the design at the heart of the bracelet, inlaid with a red gem of the highest purity. Those bracelets will not corrode or tarnish, and will preserve your bond for a great many years down the line.
Whoa. This'll do just grand. I couldn't have asked for something better. Kinda scary how perfect it is.
Amazing. We barely told you anything.
I really must confess, this is arguably one of my finest works to date. What better keepsake could there be to assuage the both of you alike?
Well, so you knew?
So you already know that much about us?
Hardly. It was quite simple. This was not the first time I've been enlisted for such a request. I'm not psychic.
Wait, what's this about? A keepsake?
You know what happens to us folk when we pop our clogs?
Yeah.
We're lost numbers fighting at the front. Our numbers could be up tomorrow. And nothing will be left of us. We'll just whoosh into light. It's crap. We're not having any of it. Our names will go up on some cenotaph, but all we'll be is just another statistic.
Yeah, so you see, we figured there had to be a better way for us to be remembered by. Something that'd last long into the future. Something that we'd be proud of, to keep us in good memory.
And that's where the keepsakes come in.
There is naught in this life more beautiful and precious than a happy, cherished memory. And yet, it is human nature that the more precious we perceive a thing, the more we fear it might be whisked away. Like these two here. They aren't the first city folk who wish to set their memories in stone. And certainly won't be the last. To leave something permanent, telling the world that they once lived, their lives' history writ, and spirits enshrined. A love that cannot be seen, immortalized in physical form. Therein lies the quintessence of my work as lapidarist extraordinaire.
Now that there's the head of House Cassini. Gal's a cut above. We were right to stick by you. Thanks, Emil. You're a gem.
Trust us, we'll take extra good care of them. Until our final breath. No. For a long, long, long time yet.
If the both of you are satisfied, then I am too. Those bracelets, may they serve you well, and impart to you a future both bright and prosperous. All right, that about wraps up the order. I'm truly grateful for all the support you've given me, you know. Rare is the job where one can feel such fulfillment.
Before we wrap up, I'd like to ask you something.
Yes, I'm all ears, my dear.
Those two appeared to mention something quite significant back there. The head of House Cassini.
My, oh my, oh my. It seems I've been found out, have I?
What is this House Cassini?
One of the city's 6 houses. You know, like the House Vandam that Monica leads. If you're the head, then that makes you Monica's equal. You must be in quite the position of power.
Oh, hardly. I would never compare myself to the likes of Moni, dearest. I only succeeded the role as a formality when the former head unexpectedly made it known that they were going to step down.
And that doesn't interfere with your lapidarist extraordinaire business?
Doesn't seem very leaderly. What's everyone got to say about that?
Free is the citizen who embraces their freedom. We of House Cassini are free spirits, more so than the other houses. Such has been our code for generations. So long as one forges one's own path in life, unbound by societal principles, my house's role is to respect and support them in it. So, you see, I serve the people of the city in my own way, as I personally see fit.
Wow, there really are all kinds in the city, huh?
Well now, that was a job well done. And thanks to the experience, I believe I have some new ideas for accoutrements. Let me use this sudden flash of inspiration to put our contract to good use. You did do the Ferris's share of the work, after all.
Thanks, Masha. We'll be counting on you.
And I shall expect nothing but the finest patronage.
So this quest was quite exciting when it first released, because we finally got to learn a little bit about House Cassini. And as for why House Cassini is relevant, and we want to learn more about it, well, it's the house whose original founder was mentored by Rex. And that little motto, I think, fits Rex quite well. And then when we eventually find out who the founder themselves are descended from, it makes sense for that character as well. Anyway.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Almost time to finish up. Oh, my controller's dying as well. I guess that's a good cue. I'm quickly going to check in with Samon, and then I also quickly want to take a look at my Ouroboros skill trees and my Collectopedia cards, just see what more I can do there. Right, let's see what we can work with here.
What was it they needed again?
Okay, can't do Noah's. It's going to require some grinding, I think, unfortunately. Done Mio's, lands.
What was it they needed again?
Can't... Oh, God, lands needs a lot. Because you can get them from challenge mode, not just unique monsters, but they're very expensive in challenge mode.
What are we giving them?
Okay, can't do unis either. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of work. Maybe I won't be getting all of them. Yeah, maybe I won't, actually. On my original playthrough, I don't think I got all of them until I started doing all of the unique monsters, and I don't plan on doing that this time, so... Yeah, maybe I'll just see which ones I get and be satisfied with that. I've got Mio's and I've got Senna's, and those were the main two that I really wanted, just because they have the best starting classes out of everyone. Alright then, let's look at Collectopedia cards.
Hope they appreciate our fine work. Hey, we actually got them all. Hope they appreciate our fine work. Hope they appreciate our fine work. Hope they appreciate our fine work. Hey, we actually got them all. That's the last one. Hope they appreciate our fine work.
I mean, I think I'll still focus on taking down unique monsters and getting gems. But if I don't get everyone I need, I'm not going to worry too much about it.
That's the last one.
It is a nice damage boost to have in their default classes, but I don't know that it's enough to really make missing out on it a massive deal.
That's the last one. Hey, we actually got them all. That's the last one.
Right, nice one. Okay, these are all ones I've done before. I won't worry about them. Oh, and yeah, before anyone asks, I'm not going to be doing every Collectopedia card. I did that on my main file, and yeah, it was just a bit of a grind, really. A grind that I don't really want to do. Last thing to take care of then. Yeah, let's get that one.
Newfound power.
Let's get that one.
Newfound power.
And I think that's Noah's soul tree nearly done. Yeah, there's only a couple of bits that I don't have yet. Okay, what about Mio?
I got a new trick up my sleeve. I got a new trick up my sleeve.
That's about all I can do there for the time being.
A new power, eh? A new power, eh? A new power, eh?
Okay, still a little bit to go on unis.
A new power, eh?
Tie on.
More to add to the playbook. More to add to the playbook. More to add to the playbook.
Okay, nice. Lands. Oh, Lands is quite far behind everyone else.
Check out this sick new skill! Check out this sick new skill! Check out this sick new skill! Check out this sick new skill!
I think that's all I can get there. Senna.
Whoa, new power. Whoa, new power.
And again, I'm probably not going to worry too much about maxing out these trees. It would be nice if I can.
Power.
But again, I don't really want to do the grind again. The quests are the main thing that I'm committed to doing everything on. Senna does have that unlocked now, though, so I believe the same is true of Tyon. Let's see what we can put in this second slot. Yeah, let's go for that. And Tyon. Let's go. Yeah, let's go for that. Right, okay. I think that'll do it for today. That was quite a productive stream. Got through quite a few quests, and I think we're approaching the halfway mark of this particular batch of side quests. So, still a little ways to go, but we're getting there. The end is in sight. But for today, that'll do it. Thanks for watching the stream, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I will be back on Friday with some more Xenoblade Chronicles 3, because I'm not going to be able to stream Sunday next week, but I will be streaming Saturday as usual as well. Right. Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.